It's Squid Games. This is what happens when Jigsaw travels to Asia to
Has
torment.
a wee bit of the Oriental cuisine.
Aye, and he torments a bunch of broke Asian people. So here we go. Episode 1 of the Squid Game review. You can expect all 9 episodes to be reviewed on this channel over the upcoming weeks. We've already watched this once, but we decided the show was so good that it needed another review. We're starting with episode 1. It is green light, red light. It's the introduction.
I think it's red light, green light.
Is it?
It's not green light, red light.
Oh well, fuck it.
You go. Just fucking string a wee sentence together.
Can I
right?
string a
We
sentence?
both get COVID. It doesn't matter though, because we're mad bastards.
Although what I would say is I felt a hell of a lot better since this we put this Squid Game on. So is there any conspiracy in there? Who knows? But yeah, first episode was called Red Light, Green Light. We basically get introduced to all the characters. The first character we start off with like a flashback from the kids as their like childhood friends. They're playing a game called Squid Game. It shows you the main character, Seong Ji-hung. Whether or not I'm butchering his name, I've got to apologise. I'm not from Asia. I've never been to Korea. Probably never will be to Korea. But I'm going to try and get their names right anyway. Once we get into the games, I'm just going to call them by their numbers. But since the game hasn't started yet, I feel like it's better to call them by
Seo Ji-hung.
Seo Ji-hung. So
Song Ji-hung.
Song Ji-hung. It shows you him playing with his childhood
His child's
friend.
food.
Well, maybe they did eat each other. Childhood friend Cho Sang-woo playing Squid Game. Basically, the rules are that you have to try and hop into the space, and then the attackers need to try and tap their foot in the wee area of the squid. The defenders need to try and push out the attackers out of the maze to win the game. Doesn't look like a great game to me. I'd prefer to watch football, but apparently this is the big thing in Korea. So whether it's North, I don't think they play any games in North Korea.
I think they just push buttons.
I think the only games they play is the communism games with the big red buttons. But in South Korea, I guess Squid Game is a childhood game that the kids all like to play. So when we go back to the present, we see Seo Ji-hung. He's very poor. He's living with his mother. He's sitting on the floor eating his dinner. Fucking, this could easily be me in 5 years. And it kind of scared me when watching this. His mother's giving him money.
Could be you tomorrow.
It could be me tomorrow. Currently, right, I've been sitting on the floor for like the last 5 hours. So I was like, what? And I've been eating on the floor. People have been bringing me food. Just like he was brought food. No one's handed me any money yet, unfortunately, but that could happen by the end of the night, Stevie.
No,
definitely not. Right. So, his daughter's birthday's coming up. He's no money. He's skint. His mum gives him like $100,000, and we think
he brushes it off like it's a bag of dog shit.
Yeah, it's like then she like doubles it. It's at this stage you kind of learn here this currency must be absolutely whacked because there's just no value in this money. He's complaining about his mother working hard and that she doesn't get paid to work hard, so she should go a bit easier. But it looked like to me she was, doing chores in the house, so I don't. Does she get paid to do her own house chores? Fuck, I wish there was a gimmick where I could get paid to do house chores.
You still wouldn't do yours, you lazy bastard.
Well, maybe I would have, took them up sometime over the years. But so yeah, she leaves. All of a sudden, he goes into the cupboard, brings out a cookie jar, and there's a credit card in there, which he takes to the ATM. After a failed couple of attempts, he tried his own birth date for the password. It wasn't successful. He tries his daughter's birth date, and it was successful. And then he says, my mother loves my daughter more than me. Pretty pathetic here from a 46-year-old man. 47-year-old man. Just because
it reminds me of someone who is also in the similar age bracket.
Who's approaching 50.
And likes a gamble.
Yep, and takes whatever he can get off his mother. But yeah, I mean, I don't know whether he eats his dinner on the floor like
but he doesn't see any of his kids compared to this guy's one.
Well, this guy makes an effort.
Exactly.
So
this guy put himself in a fucking death trap just to pay. Just so his daughter wouldn't fucking learn English.
What did you think of him almost greeting about the fact that his mum changed the password to his...
I think he needs fucking shot.
Yeah. So he gets some money. They go gambling. They're betting on the horses. Literally every single horse loses. His friend's with him. He's losing. They're just a bunch of losers, and that pretty much sums this show up here from the get-go in episode 1. Finally, he decides last race he's going to bet 6 and 8. I think in a forecast, because it is 6 and 8 is like, I don't know, his daughter's birthday, so I guess she was born on the 6th of August, or maybe it was the the 8th of June. But regardless, bet 6 and 8. It wins in the race. He seems to win a shitload of money. He wins 4.1 million, but it turns out the 4.1 million isn't really all that much.
It's about 50 quid.
I think he gives a tip of like 50 grand or something to the person, the server in the bookies. So then he phones his daughter. He says, "We ain't going to eat that shitey fried chicken tonight. He ain't going to KFC. They ain't going to be having rat or bat or whatever they eat over here. They're going to be having some. nice cuisine for a change. And
you're going to be eating dog.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there was a cat later in the episode, but I think that managed to escape. She says okay. He said he's going to get lots of presents. As soon as he says that, loan sharks appear. He absolutely bricks it, makes a run, bumps into a woman.
Kang Si.
Who, yeah, we later find out to be Kang Si. Spills her drink, but he seems to be a bit... He does seem concerned, you know. He's trying to fix her up, help her up, gives her a drink back, sticks a straw in her wee drink. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the last thing you worry about when you've just been knocked over in a mall. Then he goes in to hide to the toilets. I mean, why would you go and hide in the dead-end toilets? I mean, that has to be the dumbest idea ever.
You go to a public... You were already in a public fucking spot. Like.
You could have just stood there, nothing would have probably happened to him. But nah, he goes into a secluded toilet where there's nobody about and he's trapped for him on.
Fucking idiot.
Didn't make much sense.
No, didn't make much sense for the guy. Then he gets threatened in the toilet. I don't. Do we know what the loan sharks' names are? We don't. Basically,
nah, I don't think we get introduced to them. But he owes them a shitload of money.
He says he's going to pay them the $4 million, but then when he goes to check his pocket,
no, it's actually more than $4 million. I think he owes them like 160.
Yeah, but he went to pay them $4 million. It was like half it.
He says that he wanted to. He said that he wanted to pay them all at once, and that's why he ran. But if he just had a massive win and he only won like 4.1, I mean, how is he ever going to get close to his debt? I mean, it's just.
Aye, because it gets read out, does it not? The guy in the train station later on says. He's 250 down to the bank,
and
like, he's 100 down to the loan sharks.
Or something to the loan sharks.
So what the fuck's 4.1 mil?
Not a lot. The loan sharks beat him up. He's going to stick like an ice pick or something up his nose. He tells them not to. He goes to offer them the money, but it turns out he doesn't have the money because the money was stolen from
Kang Si in the mall,
and he didn't see it.
No.
So yeah, then he checks his pockets. It's no there. The loan sharks think he's bullshitting them. They pretty much go to. I think they're going to kill him. I think an ice pick up the nose would do a lot of damage. Here, an ice pick. I put a COVID test up my nose and I nearly died for the next 3 hours.
I don't even want to fucking hang.
So yeah, imagine an ice pick just pushed all the way up there. Fuck
See how sensitive my fucking nose and sinuses are? I don't even want to fucking.
I'm glad he managed to bargain with them. He signed a contract where if he didn't pay them in the next month, they could have a kidney, and then a month after that they could have an eye. Then they leave him. But before he leaves, he asks them for $100,000 just so he can, which again is probably like a fucking tenner, so he can take his daughter out. They kind of just, I think they're actually going to beat him up, but then they thought, you know what, this guy's pathetic. Let's just move. Let's just leave. They walk out.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
He's absolutely skint. He's no money. He has to go back. And how embarrassing would that be if you had to go back to someone that you gave a tip to?
I know.
And you have to ask for it back. I mean,
desperation here.
Desperation unknown.
Desperation unknown. Dun, dun, dun. But then he goes and plays on the fucking not the slot machines, the wee fucking the hook. No, not the hook.
The claw machine. The claw
machine. Aye.
Trying to win his daughter a wee toy.
He can't win it.
He wastes a lot of notes. He starts beating up the machine. I mean, this guy's definitely got anger issues.
He's weird. He's a weird fuck.
Even in the line when he was trying to place a bet, someone was telling him to hurry up, and he kind of turned around and screamed at him. He's like, "Oh, let me think what I'm doing. Let me think." I mean, we know you've lost like 10 bets.
Jamie, when it gets to the 1 a.m. fucking NFL game, the last game on a Sunday.
Last chance to redeem yourself. Let me think, God damn it. It's gotta win. It's fucking gotta win.
Am I doing the Bucks minus 23 in the first half or what?
But that one did win, and then obviously we know he's lost his money. I've already explained that.
Then he basically
helps him out.
Yep, and he
shows him how to
up.
win. He says that you have to. Yeah, it kind of did look like.
No, he definitely did touch him.
Can you imagine if his parents walked around and just seen some random man fucking hugging him up in the air and stuff? Like, what are you doing with our son?
Welcome to Celtic.
Celtic Park. Parkhead. Big Jock Moo. Big Sung Ji Hung Nu.
He did.
He knew, but he didn't see. Then he wins a toy, doesn't know what the toy is, doesn't even open the toy. It's like boxed up and ribboned, and just takes it to his daughter.
Fucking retard.
Goes for some absolute shite meal. Apologised for not being able to take her for some fancy. She says she likes this meal, she's not allowed her at home, and he's like, well, eat up then. Gives her the present. Turns out to be a gun. They got an absolute failure.
Then it's a lighter.
You pull the trigger and a lighter comes out. Hopefully it can shine light on Si Jung Ho's life, because at the moment there's not much there.
It's pretty grim. It's pretty dark.
It's pretty grim. I don't believe in suicide, but I believe this guy could maybe be on the verge, because not a lot's going right for him. His daughter leaves. It seems like his daughter's about to tell him a secret. She didn't. She kind of held it in. Then she left. He was home 10 minutes late, apparently, bringing his daughter home, and his ex-wife was like pure freaking out. It's like, she's cold. She hasn't got her night clothes on. I mean,
how much colder did it get in 10 fucking minutes? You stupid bitch.
Don't get me wrong. It can get dark in 10 minutes. Like, I'm not going to deny that. Like, there's been times I've been looking and it's like, oh, it's pretty light. And then you look and it's pitch black.
Aye, but 10 minutes is 10 fucking minutes.
Yeah, it's not like it was 10 hours late. Or maybe 10 hours, maybe the time is also shite. So maybe 10 minutes is like fucking 300 hours in China, you know, or
I don't
Korea,
know.
Asia.
Maybe that's the shit they're fed in the fucking communist
Sorry,
TV.
that was some rush hour fucking racism right there.
Rush hour.
Anyway, speaking of being in a rush, he's on his way home, misses the last train. Absolute. I mean, you feel sorry for him already. I mean, he's not even. I mean, he's not even entered the games yet, and you just feel like you want to, I don't know, give the guy a loan, even though I'm skint and I can afford to give him nothing. But
they wouldn't pay me back, so fuck him.
He's approached by some smart-looking dude in a suit who wants to play this game where basically you've got like envelopes, and your opponent's envelope is on the floor. You've got your envelope in your hand. You have to
slap it.
Yeah, you have to slap your opponent's envelope and flip
flip
it over. Although Si Jung Hong was a wee bit. He didn't really. He was a bit skeptical. He didn't think this was legit, and who would think this is legit? Although maybe if it was actually in British money, you go, well, you know, £20 not that much. But when someone's offering you £100 just to try and flip over an envelope, it doesn't seem like it's real. So he accepts. Turns out he's not very good. The guy wins. The guy wants money, and our hero, our main man, if you want to call him that,
he's got no money.
Has no money. So he gets slapped in the face. The guy says he can pay with slaps. So every time he loses, he's going to get slapped. He then went on to lose about probably, I don't know, like 50 times. Finally, after having a bruised face, after looking like Rocky, after fighting Apollo Creed. Fuck me.
Ivan fucking Drago, alright?
You finish this.
Ivan Drago steps up, right? He gets battered, but the one time he doesn't get battered, he wins, he gets paid, happy days, and the guy, but your body belongs to us now, brother. And then...
No, he gives him a card and offers him for the game.
Aye.
His body doesn't really belong to him, like.
That's what he says.
No, he says his body belongs to... He signed a contract to give away his organs. Then he mentioned all his debt.
Aye, but then he says, yeah. And then he says to him, you basically signed this up.
Aye.
We own your physical body now.
No, well, maybe. Okay.
Well, he did fucking say that.
Alright, fair enough. I'm not going to argue.
Like, then he returns home with the money. He pays fucking Cho Sang's mother a visit, gets fish.
Partly underpays her, but he told her to keep the change.
What a guy.
But he gave her like $4,000. Imagine paying $4,000 for some fish, and it's not enough.
And then you give it to a cat.
Yeah, like fucking some. Oh, this cat likes Sheba. This cat only eats rich meals. Well, you're getting a rich meal tonight. Fucking $4,000 in the pocket because this cat has to fucking eat. At least adopt the cat. I would have took it home with.
Because you're fucking
in a Calpo box, like, but unless we say about that the bear.
A Calpo box? A deep heat box?
That's all it is. Then we move on. He gets home, and after debating his life, I guess, he decides to give a phone call. Meets up. Well, actually, no, that's not what happens. I'm skipping an important bit.
Are you?
Yeah, his mother reveals that his daughter is on the verge of moving to America, and that he won't see her anymore, and that she'll no longer speak Korean. And
but don't get me about this, right? It's like, alright, that's a bummer because she won't be able to speak Korean, even though she might still. Her mum and dad, well, her mum and stepdad might want her to, right?
I disagree. I think like those Korean like families. I think that they're
very strict like that.
Yeah, I think they favour tradition.
I
think they if they moved to another country, obviously they're going to learn English, but I think they would still teach their children Korean.
But say they didn't, right?
Unless it was spiteful and they're like, here, we're not going to learn you Korean, so you can't speak to your dad.
But say they didn't.
Right.
Is it out of the question for this guy to learn English for his fucking only kid?
Well, he doesn't seem that smart, does he? Possibly.
Probably fucking is.
This makes him decide that he is going to enter the games, gets a phone call, has the collection point, jumps in a fan, questions why everyone else is sleeping, and the next minute gas lights up and he's conked out. He's sleeping like David Price when something lands on his chin. So,
you get that reference.
Good luck.
Aye. If you didn't, bad luck.
He's a boxer, by the way. Right, what happens next?
Yep, he wakes up in the big warehouse with the other 455 competitors, and this is where we get introduced to a bunch of new characters. We get introduced to player 1, Onam. Onam.
Oh fucking no.
No.
Why is this guy in here? Looks about 210 years old. I mean, fucking. I don't know. Older than the main character's player number, that's for sure. But he's in here counting his number. He's on about how he knows how many people are playing, but counting numbers is good for his health, say the doctors. It will prevent him from getting
dementia.
But
he has a brain tumour, so that's kind of irrelevant. This guy is Jigsaw.
Yeah, it fucking is, isn't it? Si Hung Ho questions like why he's there. Like, he says, surely you should be at home having your daughter-in-law cooking meals for you. And again, that's just kind of goes to show you like the Asian like tradition and like culture that women are in the kitchen. So obviously they're not like taken over yet like the Americans. They're not fully woke. Even when he's showing his daughter the gun, he's like, "Oh, later there'll be equality, and you'll be in the army fighting. You need to learn to use this."
You might need to
but
use
at the
this
moment,
ladder.
you're stuck in the kitchen, so you don't need this gun. I'll hold on to it for you
No,
until
she
later.
makes it lighter to light cakes and all that stuff.
Alright, in case the burner, the cooker's not working, you'll just give it a wee shot with this gun, and it'll light it up. So, yeah, we had that. Then we had some mean-looking guy with a dragon
Snake
tattoo.
Jang Doksu getting into a fight with Kang Z.
Beating her up. No one
yeah.
helped her. A bit strange, like, I mean, some big guy beating up a woman and no
And
one
everyone's
fucking-
like, oh well.
then our hero comes to the rescue. At least that's what we thought. He jumps in, pushes the snake guy away, checks the woman's tattoo, and discovers that she was the woman that stole the winnings from the bookies from him when she bumped into her in the mall. He wants it back. Snake guy comes over, pushes him. He's like, "What's your business with her?" He thinks that those two are teaming up. It looks like they're about to get in a fight. The main character's pure jumping away. He's like, "Yo, he's about to hit me! He's about to hit me!"
I know, what was this called? It was fucking pathetic.
I mean, hold
The
on
woman
here.
took it better.
Hold on.
Way better.
He's beating up some woman, and you jump in and push him. What do you think he's gonna fucking do?
Exactly what else he's supposed to do when he pushes you. You have to get stuck into that guy. But then
Help
see
comes in the form of
20 guys with masks on.
the guy with the square mask is the leader, and the guy with the zero masks are like the jobbers that just follow him. I thought it was a bit...
It's a circle mask.
Circle
you
mask,
fucking
I don't know.
Zero. What is he? Fucking Master Zero? Whatever the fuck his name is.
Forgive me, right? But I thought zero, circle, and square were more important than the triangle controls.
Maybe because the triangle's the top, and then X and the ones that are just beneath it.
Could be that.
Could be that.
Could be actually. Anyway, right, let's move on.
Yeah, we move on, and then we're introduced basically about the rules and shit. Everyone's like talked about how their debt and how much debt they've got, and then basically everyone's like, "You're not here against your will." They all have to sign up to the first game. Then they make their way to the first game. They're getting their pictures took, a couple of wee goofy shots in here, and then we see the big top man. He's taking his position.
When all the players are revealed, it is Si Jung Hong who witnesses his childhood friend is in here. A guy that he thought was making bank, a guy that he thought was super successful, and it turns out
As a
Cho
jobber.
Sang-woo is just like him, fucking broke,
Yep.
and playing the same game.
Yep, he's playing Fire Stack 7s here. And red light, green light is about to whip your ass, jabroni. And then we get 3 doors open. All 456 of them come out. The rules are explained to them. If you're caught on red light moving, you will be eliminated.
Yep, man. Eliminate it permanently.
It
but,
doesn't really elaborate on that, but the first guy, Crunchy Coopen, he is the first to bite the bullet, and it's a big bullet to the dome, but no,
Yeah, the first two contestants are treating it as a joke. They bet each other money who can cross the line first.
a million.
And,
Million each, which just sums it fucking up.
And both of their millions pretty much go up in smoke. The first two contestants to be eliminated, both shot. This causes a massive panic. All the remaining most of the remaining contestants try and flee. They try and get to the doors where they entered. But all this does is just create an absolute massacre. And more than half the contestants are wiped out in game one.
Yes, absolute blood fest. I mean, there's only a couple. There's about 10 are left when the timer runs out. They all get shot. Our main character, he manages to get the cross by the help of Abdul. He's the only guy that's not Korean in this game.
Cho Sang-woo realises through the game that they shoot you if they move, and for someone who's smart, I thought that was like the most fucking obvious statement he could have made. I mean, he turns around and says to
He also
our
says,
guy,
though, if you're behind someone,
yeah,
they won't
that, I
shoot
mean
you.
that was useful information, but him saying, "I think they watch for your movement," I mean, no fucking shit. What do you think's happening? He's one of the first actually to make it across the line. We've got the old guy, Mr. Zero. So it would suck if his dementia kicked in while this game was happening and he just forgot what he was doing and decided to move, and next minute, boom, wiped out.
I know. That would have sucked, wouldn't it?
But yeah,
For the old man, the crap-it bastard.
a bunch of people keep trying to stop Si Hung Hoo to get into the finish line, number 456. They're dragging on to him. They're asking him not to leave, and you feel like he wants to help them, but at the same time he doesn't want to die. He's approaching the finish line, but 12 seconds to go. He trips on an arm, and at this stage, red light has been called. The big doll is turning around, and you think it's all over.
But Abdul,
So yeah, Abdul,
the
it's
butcher.
Abdul.
Good night.
It's yeah, I mean normally these guys blow you up, but not on this occasion. He blew up his DMs, I guess, with a friendly,
Fucking
with a
pat in the
friendly.
back maneuver.
It's a good job he used his hand that actually functions and not the other one that's missing like 3 fingers.
If you're touching kids or something, but
No,
they would
right.
normally give you fingers.
A workplace incident, actually, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, funnily enough. But we later learn that Abdul is actually a great character and that he is fun and
He's going to get shafted though.
and we're not racist. We're just having a wee bit of banter here, but aye. But yeah, he helps the main guy get through, holds on to him, shows amazing strength actually to stop him from moving while the guy's literally just about to dangle in midair. Then they both cross the line with about a second to go. They have to jump for it, and then all the remaining contestants that didn't make it to the line are shot.
It was a cool wee ending montage to the first episode, the pilot.
Yeah, then the camera pans up, and it turns out they're on an island. It's almost like they were in like a stadium, a built-in stadium, and then the roof closes over, the camera cans out, and then you realise that they are in a, like I said, they're in an island like in the middle of fucking nowhere. And that is how we end episode 1 of Squid Game. My main concern was the dubbing of the English. I do think it gets better as the series goes, but in episode 1, some of it was really, really atrocious. At times, it felt like it was like 2 seconds off.
Yeah.
But here, I mean, people are saying that.
It's still a good job though.
I've heard people saying that they would rather no dub and just watch the subtitles and have it in the original language. To me, that's a no go for me. I would much rather have dub and the dub and be slightly off than have to read subtitles. Because for me, when you're reading subtitles,
Well, I don't really mind either way, to be honest, but
I prefer this way.
yeah, but there is some. Who you calling grandma? I mean, that's awful.
Aye.
You know, but we're going to dive in to our episode rating here in a minute. But when I first watched this, I thought like the first half of it, it's like, what the fuck are they doing? And I kind of thought that again when I watched it second. I feel like they didn't need the, I don't know. I feel like the first 40 minutes of the episode, it didn't need to be as slow as what it needed to be.
Well, I disagree. Come on, some episodes need a slow start. Not everything can. It's not like Sons of Anarchy where it starts and they're pretty much in a fucking.
Yeah, I know, but
conflict with the Mayans.
Aye, we're not talking about Sons here, we're talking about fucking Squid Game.
You could argue Breaking Bad has a pretty slow start.
I think Breaking Bad does have a slow start.
I like
it
slow
warrants
starts,
it. I don't mind slow starts, but I just feel like
I'm all for character
I
development.
think it fucking hammered the fucking fact that this guy sitting on his floor eating piss chicken soup a wee bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, well.
But anyway, guys, I will give episode 1 of Squid Game a 7.5 out of 10.
Fair. I'm going to give it a 7.
So there, mate. There's the guy sticking up. No, I think.
I liked it.
I think if it's not dubbed and it's like American and not Korean, and like every character, you know, there's a bit more diversity in it instead of just all Korean and one Indian.
Yeah, I mean, I would have liked a bit more diversity, but again,
that's more of a thing on the show than the episode.
The Koreans don't give a shit about diversity, you know. I mean, see that Abdul, he's probably a prisoner in Korea. He's probably locked up in North Korea, and they're like, "Here, can we borrow this guy to do a bit of filming?" They're like, "Yeah, sure." I mean,
Abdul.
But could you imagine if it was like this was like an American show and they had like 455 of the contestants were white and you only had like one minority? It would be there'd be racism. Run wild.
And that's it,
In the
guys.
form of Hulk Hogan. But anyway, that's it, guys.
That
Like this
episode 2.
I'm giving it a 7.
I'm giving it so a 7.25 out of 10.
7.25.
Not
No
bad.
bad start to the show. We'll see what happens in episode 2. That's it. Till next time, though.
Peace. Fog Entertainment back with another review here of Squid Game. We're into episode 2 of season 1. This one is called Hell, and we kick off this episode. The returning contestants arrive back in the warehouse, the warehouse, brother. 255 players were eliminated, which obviously, if you can do a bit of quick math, means 201 are left standing. But basically, a lot of them are like, "Oh, we don't want to do this anymore. We'll pay back all our debts." And then some of them are like, "Well, we want to stay. We want to compete for the money." And then basically, quickly, this rule is invoked where there'll be a wee democracy, a wee democratic
Well, I think
vote.
the rule already, was there. It's just
We not invoked. That's what it means. It
yeah,
was brought
but
into play.
It didn't sneak. Did you say it sneaked in?
No,
Or
I
something?
said it was invoked.
Right, now before that, you said something about.
No.
Something. It doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't matter. But anyway, they end up voting. 200 votes go by, and then the old guy's like,
Number 1.
and he walks up. You can smell the shite a mile off.
He's bricking it. Doesn't know what to pick.
Down. Look, then his best Stu Hart impression, and he presses the no button. He wants to
End the game.
Aye. It's all game over, brother.
I've noticed Jigsaw normally doesn't wipe out like more than half the competitors after game one. It wasn't like the Koreans.
No.
Jigsaw in this wee tour of South Korea's like
The wee Asian tour, like, fucking...
He's pure taking no prisoners, like.
He's definitely taking no
More than
prisoners.
half them died in the first game. If they return for the second game, how many more's going to die? We'll talk about that later on.
See, watching though, like back in episode 1, it did look like a lot more than that died.
Yeah.
Like, it does not seem to me like 201 people made it across that wee line.
Yeah.
Like, the amount that got shot, the amount that piled up at the doors.
It's about 60%, isn't it? Like, they said 6% died, 40% lived.
Yeah, I'd say it's like 80-20, like.
More like that to me,
But anyway, guys, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
We're not counting the numbers here.
Meanwhile, though, what's our main character's name? Gohan. He basically he is left with Sangi, whatever the fuck her name is, and then yeah, she basically
Wow, I love your review, whatever the fuck her name is.
Woo! What is her name, man? Fucking you dickhead! What's her name? What's her name, man?
Sam C. Kung.
Hi, Sam C. Kangxi, there we go. It's fucking Kangxi, right? So these, they've just got Korean fucking names, right? Why can't it just be like fucking?
Yeah, no, I don't get. Right? See, because they did an English version, would have been too much to ask. Just give them English names.
Like, but you can have I mean, Glenn from The Walking Dead. He was fucking Korean, but he wasn't fucking called that shit.
Almost killed that Chinese kid.
He's Korean or whatever, buddy. Woo! But yeah. Basically, our main characters that we got to know in episode 1 and the beginning of episode 2. We basically see what happens to them. We see how their lives are.
Most of their lives are fucking shit.
Yeah, and then basically by the end of this episode, guys, they want back in.
The only difference is some of them want money for greed, others want money to help their family.
Yeah, like our main character, his mom's got diabetes, her toes are hanging off.
Although I would say up until then, I'd say he was definitely in it for the. I mean, you could say his daughter, but he seems like a greedy, selfish kind of bastard to me. Like, I mean,
I know.
Seems like he's got selfish motives.
But yeah, basically throughout the episode, he meets his old tag team partner. What's his name again? The guy who's basically getting done for all the financial shit, who can't bear to face his ma.
Cho Sang-woo.
Cho Sang-woo, him. Yeah, then he ends up getting drunk in his bathtub.
This reminds me of playing PES back in the day, Pro Evolution Soccer, and you pick South Korea. And there's Chi Shang-won, Hee Jong-jo,
Aye.
King Hong-hee.
So is it in 2 World Cup screw job?
Right.
That's it.
Anyway, so yeah, they end up receiving more letters, and they have to decide whether they want to go back or not. Meanwhile, the investigator is on the scene, tracking his brother, who he cannot find.
Yeah, he tracks him basically to his apartment, and then he ends up paying the rent, and he discovers a card that he saw big gun hole.
Leave at the police station.
Yes, so he's on to it, and
Police
then
didn't seem to believe him, but Mr. Detective.
But see the way like Gunho goes about it. Why didn't he say like, right? Even if you don't believe me, there, check the CCTV in the subway. A guy was talking to me. He gave me this card. You know what I mean? When he was playing the fucking post-it note shit.
Well, that would have been the smart thing to do.
But no, that's why I hate stuff like that. It's not. It's not.
Even the police officer kind of like ripping the piss at him, and it's like, yeah, I mean, who would believe that? You went to play a kids game thinking they would give you billions of dollars.
I know, you fucking inbred bastard. And then when you ask to leave, they just let you leave. You know?
Not democracy's a good thing, I guess.
Yep, that's it. Meanwhile, though, Abdul, he goes to his place of work, he demands
his money.
And then he chases the guy, he pushes the guy gets his hands absolutely squished. Fuck,
Talk about fair play.
Yep. Fair play. Karma. And then he basically runs off with the money.
What do you call him, Abdul?
Abdul Ali, aye.
Let's call him Ali, you know.
Abdul Ali.
Oh, okay.
Double A, Arn Anderson. Right, yeah, but he basically tells his wife to fuck off back to the shithole they came from in the Middle East. And he's like, I'm gonna get all this money and touch as many kids as I want in Korea, but hey, you're going back to India, brother. Don't work for me. Is that basically what happened? Yeah.
Kinda, yeah. Sent his family back and says, I'll get the money and then I'll follow you. Which seems too good to be true.
Will he though? Or is he gonna get shafted with a bag of marbles? That's probably what's going to happen to this guy.
Fucking stones.
Aye. Meanwhile, though, fucking Kangxi basically promises her little brother that she's going to get their parents, but then turns out the money that she gave this trafficking guy.
It's gone.
Yep. So that's it. That's it. The windy.
Disappeared.
Nah.
Paper shredder.
Aye. What? Meanwhile, though, your big man with the snake tattoo, he's basically planning the heist on the the island, wherever the fuck it is. But then the guy he's with, what's he called? He's called like Doc's son or something. Basically says that the guys he was at the casino with, spending all that money are here, the Filipinos, and then he ends up brutally. Like, why did this guy think he was just gonna let him? Like, if you're gonna turn on the guy, make sure he doesn't have a fuck.
Yeah, don't fucking.
Why would you ever? Why would you get out of the car at 1 mile an hour, and fucking turn your back?
Yeah,
I just find this fucking stupid. Maybe they don't have fucking guns in Korea, like, besides in this island fucking game fest.
Well, no, I think they wanted to. I think they wanted to take his organs. So it seems like you need to keep him alive for that.
Well, yeah, no shit. But why would the guy who was like setting them up like just turn his back? Like, he could have held him at gunpoint and fucking.
True. But it didn't happen.
Get out the car, so it was just stupid. But then your big man with the tattoo, dolphin dives off the bridge, so you wee Filipinos don't get him. And so yeah.
Filipinos afraid of war. They don't jump after them.
No, they moved to the UK and decided to work in Subway. Oh, 8 of them.
That sounds about right.
Yep, it does sound about right, doesn't it?
Franchise.
8 per franchise. Manny Pacquiao, eat your fucking heart out, mate. Good Christian.
Manny Pacquiao's favourite sub is?
I don't know. Indecisive rounds, right? Anyway, woo. What happened next, Jamie? You know what happened next, don't you?
Thingy's mother was she discharged herself, couldn't afford the payments to get her diabetes. I mean, I wouldn't think diabetes is a huge thing. Then the next minute she needs to get both fucking legs amputated.
Well, it is if it's left untreated, like.
Well, I suppose.
And that's kind of what's happened here because they've got no fucking money.
Turns out our man, Sung Gong Hong, he cancelled all the insurance to try and gamble the money, and it's fucked him right up. He's left his mother with no insurance, his mother with no health. And now he decides he needs to go back in to the Squid Game and try and win the winner's prize. Along with the money, he also gets visited by number 1, who says he doesn't have any time left. He wants to enter the world and try his luck. He says.
So why did he vote no then? Nothing changed for him.
Just to give, I think it was. Well, we won't fucking spoil it.
Oh,
but,
true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, he voted no. Obviously changed his mind. He wants to go back in after having a change of thought. And that's pretty much it. They meet up, the Squid Game officials come and collect them, they get back in the car, they get the gas treatment, you see the detective following them, and you also see Kang's son... Kanzi, who she wasn't affected by the gas or whatever, so she must have covered her mouth, something like that.
I never knew this the first time around.
And she is still awake then while getting transported onto the island. I mean, that's it for episode 2. Thoughts?
I don't think it was anywhere near as good as the first episode.
No, I think it was dragged out.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it was bad, like, but I mean, it was, and this was an hour-long episode as well.
Yeah, it just didn't need to be.
Yeah, I mean, it could have been like 45 minutes probably. I'd probably give it a 6, maybe a 5.
I'd give it a 5. You can give it what you want though.
I'm gonna give it a 5.
Alright, we're getting at 5s. 2 5s, 7.25 for the first one. So far out of 20, we are looking at a 12.25.
To be honest, that's not bad for a series that isn't up there with like the best of all time.
No, but by the end, yeah, like, I mean, if you're averaging that, it's not gonna be doing too good.
Well, hopefully they'll go up. Anyway, guys, that's it. Till next time. Let us know what you think down below. What was your favourite part of this episode? What would you rate the episode? And that is it.
Peace.
The man with the umbrella.
Under my umbrella.
Ella, COVID,
Episode 3, Squid Game, Season 1. Let's go. You don't want to see umbrellas, especially if you're having to pick one out for your life, but we'll speak about that as we get more into the episode. So, start the episode with
the police officer guy.
Basically, how we finished episode 2. It is Junho. Or John Ho, or whatever you want to call him. We can see him in the background sneaking about like a cat, and he's basically watching all the cars. All the cars drag onto the ship. He then tells, like, I don't get it. He texts his commander and says, I won't be into the office today. How about you send fucking some backup? I
know, because at this stage he already knows.
I mean, why is there a bunch of people being kidnapped and taken onto a fucking boat? I mean, surely he's got enough evidence at this stage.
I know.
That there's enough people that have been gassed. I mean, in a shitload of vehicles, dragging them onto a boat or a ship. Surely he would be like, here, send reinforcements, But no, he texts his commander-chief and he's like, I won't make it into the office today. Then he jumps underneath a car, manages to infiltrate the ship.
The base.
Pretends to be one of the players, and while he's getting
29.
checked out, he's not scanning. The guy's like, why is this guy no scanning? Next minute, opens his eyes, gets in a wee brawl, puts him in a sleeper hold. You can see the fans shaking about. None of the other Squid Game soldiers, or whatever you want to call them, mercenaries.
The guys look. The guy, fucking.
None of the others triangles or squares or circles.
Or X's.
Notice the fan shake, and then after he chokes this guy out, strangles him, he tosses him overboard, and
then he gets caught.
He steals his attire.
Yep.
And
he gets caught by some other guy. Well, he doesn't really get caught, but he gets caught not being in the other bit where he's supposed to be.
He said he felt seasick, and he was like,
"Did you forget the rules, my friend?
You don't speak unless spoken to. Well, I'll see you later. Get to the cabin."
Get to the cabin.
And yeah, that's basically how that happens. So the players are all back in the big warehouse.
Yep, they all wake up. Number one is I don't know, looking more decrepit and old than he did in the previous couple of episodes. He's looking like a decrepit bastard. He's looking like how Son of Scotland 90 feels, isn't he?
Aye.
COVID could him. Aye.
Aye. So you've got the four: Song Jing Hung, Ali,
Old Man,
Chu Sang Woo in number one, and they kind of form a team. They're eating they get a wee meal. The meal looked absolutely shit, by the way.
It looked like honeycomb.
Yeah, it didn't look great, to be fair. And they're talking about how they're going to be in like a wee army training camp. And see, to be fair, Song Ji Hung, I mean, it just seemed like over 240 odd people die last time, and he's still treating it as if it's like fucking. He's treating it. I know it is like technically it's a game, but he's treating it as if it's actually a game. Whereas Chu Sang Woo he's more like, yo,
fuck, we need
get your act together. We're gonna be dying here.
I know. He's getting on like a fucking.
Fruit
winder.
We're gonna play soldiers. I mean, you're not playing soldiers. You're fighting for your fucking life. You donut.
Exactly.
Then we have Kang Se, who sneaks into the bathroom
with the who you calling grandma.
Yeah, I don't like this fucking grandma woman at all. This whole scene where she's trying to.
I mean, no, it doesn't help her case. The voice acting or the dubbing is fucking atrocious.
She's trying to buy Kang Se a bit of time, but the acting was terrible.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm running water. You can't come in here. No. I'm old. You cannot come in here. And then she's up.
Look, I do triangle. I get superior. I get a square superior.
I get square sausage. Fucking, she's up in the fence, so she looks in at like the kitchen where they're preparing the next game, but obviously she doesn't know that yet.
When I seen it, I thought it was going to be like some sort of acid thing. When I first seen it, I thought, oh, here we go.
Oh, is that what you thought? Well, there you go. But then the guy busts in and Kang sees back. She didn't get caught. Near get caught with a wee rat, but that was about it. And then, what are you doing? I'm going to call you superior. And then, yeah, that happens. They come back. She also got a lighter and some cigarettes. And then it's time for the next game, innit? Or is number 29, the police officer. He had a wee scene here where he got put to bed, didn't he? And then he wakes up for the next morning. Was he his routine, or what it's like to be a worker?
To be honest, it looks pretty shit.
Yeah.
His meal didn't look any better. The lights just go out and you get told to go to sleep, and then in the morning the lights come on and you have to be up in 10 minutes for inspection.
I know, it's
hopefully those guys are getting paid well, because I don't know, it just didn't look too good to me. Anyway, then we're told that the next game is about to start. All the players then go into the room where the game's going to start. Chu Sang Woo overheard Kang Se talking about what she's seen, so he asks her to let her know, and maybe he can find out what the next game is. She then, off camera, she tells him, and I'm guessing he figures out what the next game is.
Yeah, because of the sweets.
Yeah, we see a flashback where
he puts two and two together with the shapes.
So then we've got they're all in the room. They get the players are told to pick their own shape for the next game.
But this seems like the sort of game where the shapes would change regardless of where. Why would they continuously use the four same shapes like he did as a kid? Surely they would change it up.
No, maybe that's the game. It's just.
But yeah, I would get if it was a cross, a square, a triangle, and a circle, like the whole Squid game. But where the fuck does the umbrella and the other thing come into it?
Maybe that's just it.
Or maybe it's because there's
So the shapes are star, umbrella, triangle, circle. Chu Sang-woo says that he thinks that they're better off splitting up.
But he knows that.
Not to put all their eggs in the one basket as like an investment tip. And then Song Ji-hung starts marking it and goes, that's why he's the man, he's so smart.
No,
he wasn't that smart when he fucking got billions into debt, was he?
And he's just doing it, mate, to fucking shaft you, so you're the fucking retard.
But I don't understand why at this stage. I mean, if these guys are in a pact, wouldn't it benefit him for all four of them to get through?
I know. But then again, it is like the fucking Job Squad. An old guy, a guy doesn't fuck up and he's pish, and then an Indian. So... Nothing wrong with Ali, like, apart from...
So, he says he'll take the triangle. He goes for the easiest shape. Ali says he'll go for the Buddha. Apparently that means a circle.
Alright.
Then Song Ji-hung lets number one pick. And number one says, nah, you pick. And Song Ji-hung picks the umbrella. To which Chu Sang-woo seems a little bit concerned. He's like, oh, you sure? Why? And then number one's, he asks, Si Jung-hung asks number one, does he want to switch to the umbrella? And he's like, nah, it's alright, I'll take the star. And then just before they go and pick their shapes, Chu Sang-woo calls on Si Jung-hung, and for a moment you think he's going to have second thoughts here. He's going to tell him here, no, wait, don't pick the umbrella, it's a death trap. And then when he turns around, he just says nothing.
I know.
They then go and pick their shapes, and then the next game is revealed that it's the sugar honeycomb, and Ji-hung's face looks like he's just been...
He's been fucking raped.
It looks like he's been told your channel's been demonetised for the third time.
I know.
That's what it looked like to me.
I'd rather do this fucking game and do that shit.
Yeah, so then we play the honeycomb game, shitload of people. I mean, most people with the triangle, I think, lived, but most people with the umbrella died.
Yeah, and you've got 10 minutes basically to get the outline out. Good night. And then, yeah.
I mean, 10 minutes to cut a wee fucking shape it seems easy, but...
I know. I don't know. I don't think this game's that bad.
But you have to get the exact shape out without getting it cut in half, without it breaking, so I guess that makes it a wee bit more difficult. A bunch of players are getting through. Ali gets through. Chu Sang-woo gets through. Lots of people get through. Time's running out. Song Ji-hung is absolutely screwed at this stage. The sweat is dripping off his face. It drips onto his umbrella honeycomb, and then he sees it beginning to slightly melt. And it's at this stage he's thinking,
Let's switch some more.
And then he starts licking it like a dog.
Yeah, this was retarded.
His tongue's wagging a bit like fuck.
It was overdone.
But it was funny. I liked it. And so then he starts licking the shape, and he just does not stop licking for the last 2 minutes in a row.
Number one, he manages to get out as well. We've got the old woman, she uses her lighter.
She passed her lighter on to the snake tattoo guy who helps him get through, because I don't think without that lighter it looks like he'd have been screwed.
And also the doctor guy. There was a few scenes in this where he knew what was going on, so what's going on with the doctor guy, you know what I mean? And he got told to go down a different corridor.
Yeah, so there's a doctor in here, and it's revealed that he is being told ahead of time what the game's going to be. There was a note in his breakfast, and the note said honeycomb, so he was alerted as to what the next game was going to be. And then with about 10 seconds to go, number 456 is still licking away, and finally...
He gets through.
In the last second, his umbrella comes out intact, and he passes the game.
Loads of people died in this game.
One guy whose shape broke, he just didn't take too well to the fact he was about to be shot. Stabs someone in the eye with the wee knife thingy, the pick thing that you use to get the shape out. Takes someone hostage, asks him to take his mask off. The guy takes his mask off and he goes, "Oh, you're just a kid, what did they do to you?" Then he shoots himself. Then the game master comes out and shoots the kid. Says, "Don't let them see your face. If they see your identity, you're dead." And then all the other players whose time ran out after the 10 minutes all got shot and massacred. And that is pretty
Even
much...
though, guys, that some of them might actually have completed the game. It wasn't.
I don't think. I think if you had it done, though, you'd be like, yeah, no.
And then, here, red bullets fucking hit you in the dome. But that was it, guys, for episode 3, The Man with the Umbrella. And what you gain out of 10, big man? I'm going to give this episode...
But it turns out, when the episode ends, John Ho picks up the square mask, and it's like he's got a promotion. Because he was circle, he picks up the square, square's one level above, and that's pretty much it.
So that wee kid was he's a decent level guy, like, and he knew he took off the mask. If he knew it was going to get him killed anyway, why did he fucking take it off? Or maybe he wanted to die, I don't know. But yeah, guys, that's basically how the episode ends. John Ho gets a promotion. So that was episode 3, with what, 6 to go after this. What you gain out of 10?
I'll give it a 7.
I'll give it a 7, aye. So that means so far we have gave it out of 30 a 20. No, it's we're giving it a 19.25 out of 30 so far. If you're keeping track, guys, that's the rating so far. We're giving it a 7.25, a 5, and now a 7. So aye, till episode 4.
Peace.
Peace, guys. Entertainment back with another Squid Game review, episode 4 of season 1.
Stick to the team.
Stick to the team. We finished last episode out with the game getting a wee bit smaller, everyone pushing out their wee shapes, and now we kick off with
episode 4, player 111, who is later to be known as a disgraced doctor. He is led down a secret path away from the other players, and it turns out that he is helping a couple of
rogue
dodgy players, dodgy staff members. He's helping them harvest organs from the dead players, the eliminated players, so they can sell on the black market. And in return for this, they give him information on the upcoming games. Now, there's a couple of people coming down to collect the organs. Only one staff member turns up. The question where the other one is, and the other one isn't there because he's dead, because the detective has already thrown his body into the ocean, so he will not be collecting any dead organs. The guy complains that he cannot make the trip underwater on his own, but player 111 isn't interested in this. He just wants to know what the next game is, and then he's given us information, and that game turns out to be Tug of War.
Tug of fucking War, guys. And we can't wait for a wee bit of Tug of War, can't we not?
No, back in the warehouse though. They're all giving out food. Duxu and his gang cut in line to get extra bits of food. There wasn't much food, to be fair.
It was an egg and a bottle of beer.
Yeah, an egg and a bottle of beer. Obviously it wasn't a lot, so when Duxu ate his egg, he figured, you know what, I'm going to go and get another egg and another bottle of beer. Which meant 5 players missed out on getting their food. So one of the players was accusing Duxu. Well, I say accusing. He was right to accuse because they did steal the extra food.
It was a woman.
Duxu.
You misgendering there.
Alright. No, it wasn't. She
tied it, and then the guy was like, he took all our food. Like, what do you need food for, you scrawny bastard?
They ended up having a bit of a scrap. Well, not a scrap, more like a tussle.
And then Duxu kicked his fucking
the beer smashed. He wasn't happy about that, and he beat the shit out of him. I mean, it wasn't even that much a beat down, to be fair, but he killed him.
Yeah, this is a really jobber death, I think. I mean, he barely touched him.
At this stage, Chu Sung Woo checks on him. He's dead. And Si Jung Hong is, Sung Ji is like, he killed this man. Help us.
Bring somebody in.
I mean, realistically, do you think these people care about one person dying when they've just eliminated hundreds?
Yeah, like they literally just shoot them for no fucking reason.
I highly doubt they're going to come in and fucking end the entire game. Oh, an innocent man has died here.
I don't like the main character. He's very bipolar. He's just fucking 1 minute he's very serious, next minute he's a goofball.
I know
It's almost like he doesn't know what he's going for.
Yep. So then it is implied that there was less food given, so they would start fighting. And one of the head staff members says there will be an extra game taking place tonight, and they get all the other staff ready, standing outside with their machine guns. After lights go out, there's a big brawl.
A few people are eliminated.
27 to be exact.
Fuck, it seems like more.
Yeah, it did seem like more.
But I guess people were getting stabbed, not murdered now.
Duxu stabs the woman that touted on him in the neck. There was a big brawl. He tries to attack Kang Se, and then she formed an alliance with the good guys.
The job squad.
The job squad.
The pathetic bastards.
Whatever you want to call them. And
Well, he did his law degree in my hometown, man.
They managed to fend them off until player one is basically
Screaming
crying and
and
begging for it to
pathetic.
stop.
Oh, don't do this. No.
No, Mikey, this wasn't right.
No, Mikey, you have to reinstate the night before.
And as soon as he asked for it to stop, the what do you call the guy that runs the game? The game master?
The guy with the black mask.
The black mask.
The big man.
Yeah, can you not get done for blackface?
I know what's he doing.
That's not right. The head.
Get back in the kitchen, you stupid woke fuck.
The game master sends in the fucking
The young team.
the staff, and they start shooting about, and that's everything done. Turns out Doksu was stabbed, so the corrupt doctor
He patches him up.
patches him up and wants to join his gang.
family, yeah.
And he's like, "Why should we let you in?" And he says, "I know the next game." So yeah, that's him pretty much into that team. And then when they go in to play the next game,
The next game, tug of war. That's not for a wee bit yet. What else is going on? The police officer guy, he's doing something, man. He does.
Don't know what he wasn't really in this episode, was he?
No, well, he was. He was on his phone. He was writing more sticky notes, and then the guy was doing Morse code, number 29. And then when he get out, the guy coughed at him. So obviously he's like, well, fuck, the guy I killed was connected. Obviously he was. He was the guy in the whole facility maneuver, pat in the back maneuver, hang, wong overboard, good night. But yes, into...
Duck Sue and the old woman have sex in the toilets, and she says...
What's her name?
I don't know. Old woman?
Who you calling old woman? Who you calling grandma, bitch?
Who you calling grandma, bitch? She says if he screws her over, she'll kill him. And then they get into the next round. They have to pick teams of 10, and he essentially screws her over because the doctor has told him it will be tug of war, and he decides to recruit a full team of 10 of men. And I mean, could you see if this was an American show? They would have you believe that, oh yeah, we can win with diversity. Fucking 5 men and 5 women in the team, and it's
not even 5 men, 5 transgenders that used to be women. Yeah, man, we're going to overpower them.
But I mean, that's what I mean. I've noticed the Koreans just don't give a shit about that and being woke. I mean, how many times have they said, "Oh, women in the kitchen"?
Number one talking about his wife used to be in the kitchen. That's where she belonged, and she made me my dinner. Yeah.
Even Chu Sang. From the get-go, he's like, we need to find men. We've already got 1 woman and an old guy. I mean,
and then they end up finding more women, much to his disgust.
Yeah, he's not happy about it, but it turns out there's like only a minute left and they don't have any time to find anyone else. They've only got 19 members though, and then Grandma decides to plant her ass down in the group, and before they could even say no to her, the time runs out, they have to go, and it's their team has been basically decided, so... Doesn't look good for them, to be fair. We get led into the
big room,
the arena,
the tug of war arena.
Team number 1, which is Duke Sue's team, they go up against team number 7, I believe.
Yes,
and
they lay the smackdown, killed them pretty easily.
Yeah, the guy that was in front of team 7.
He looked no bad, but then he ended up getting. I mean, you're only as good as your team in this game. And his team was pish.
Yeah,
so
like, I mean...
They did no bad at the start, but then quickly the other team went...
Would it matter if Mark Henry was at the front of the line? If he'd 9
Well, it would matter a wee bit, like...
I know, but would it matter if Mark Henry...
I don't think Doo's song would have been fucking, oh, look at that guy I'm facing. Beat him up, big his neck, break his neck. You're a fucking... But what would you rather? Would you rather Duck Sean's team or a team with like 9 women and Mark Henry?
I think Doc Sue's team, or do you think Mark Henry can overcome? Hold on, 10 Brock Lesnar's or 1 Mark Henry and 9 Emmanuel's?
10 Brock Lesnar's? What the fuck is this? You try to compare that team to 10 Brock Lesnar's?
World's strongest man.
It's 10 fucking New Japan Pro jobbers.
It's world's strongest man.
Aye, but 10 Brock Lesnar's? He's a fucking UFC fighter. He's got good strength.
I guarantee you, Mark Henry 1 against us 2 would fucking destroy us.
But it's no tug of war.
No, I mean a game of tug of war.
Well, no shit. But it's 1 on 2, not 1 on fucking 10.
So you think if it was 5 of me and 5 of you, we'd beat Mark Henry?
Potentially.
I'm not convinced.
10 on 1. I think you're under it. Nah.
Anyway, the team, the front guy in Team 7 may have looked no bad, but
The rest of his
everyone
team looked
behind
bad.
him was fucking shit. And as soon as he kind of fell, it was all she wrote. Then they get pulled off the edge of the cliff. This big hanging like slicing machine blade comes down, cuts the rope,
Snipes.
and they just all fall to their death. It's a big fucking drop as well. It's about 100 feet, and like there's just blood everywhere. And then the wee coffins come out, and
At like 1 mile and
And,
look at the coffins.
I noticed one of the coffins got marked in blood. I don't know if that was symbolising something or
Yeah, it was one of the organ bodies.
right. Is that because that person was still alive then?
I think so. Yeah, he was like, last live, so.
He was
Pressure.
that must be what it is then.
I know they didn't even kill him. Didn't put him in his misery.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Guy's flopping about like a fish.
Then the next teams to get picked are Team 4 and Team 5, which is our man's team, Song-ji, and they're taking on a team full of men.
The team's pretty skeptical, but the old man hypes them up. Oh, we can use all these
It doesn't
tactics.
matter about strength, it's all about teamwork and strategy.
Yeah, it doesn't matter because I am in charge of these games. Oh, brother, testify.
It doesn't matter if I'm 65 years old and smell a piss. It's all about...
Hopefully the smell of fish knocks the other team off the edge. You know? That was a cliffhanger. I'm just take 3 steps and the old guy shits himself.
Oh, the step 1, put your head back so far you reach the other person's crotch. And then you smell their piss and it knocks you out and you lose.
Yeah.
And you don't feel it when you fall to your death. Basically, he comes up with some plan. First 10 seconds, you don't move. You just lean back. You sniff the other person's crotch. And then the rest of the opponents waste all their energy in the first 10 seconds, sorry. And then you pull and apparently that beats the team. Well, we see this game plan play out, and it actually almost worked. Because they did lean back, the other team was pulling, the other team was wasting their energy, it wasn't really getting them anywhere, and then our team start pulling, and they're winning, but then eventually the strength game does, come into play, and you can see our team getting pulled back, they're getting pulled back, it's almost back in the middle, we're back level, and they've already used their game plan, and then Chung Sang, the whiz kid, the guy that knows fucking everything, as long as we're not talking about investments, decides to put all... He says we shouldn't put all our eggs into their one basket, but then he comes up with a plan to put all our eggs into the one basket right here. He says we need to take 3 steps forward.
They take 3 steps forward. Fade the black.
1 step forward, 2 steps back.
These kind of...
Squid games can't end like that. But that's how it ended. So there we go, cliffhanger. They took 3 steps forward. Will the other team make a mistake, or will our team just all fucking take 3 steps off the edge of the cliff?
I don't
Who
know.
knows?
I'm going to give this episode...
I'm going to give it an 8. I thought it was...
I'll give it a 7.5.
I thought it probably my favourite episode so far.
Alright.
I would have kind of preferred this game just to finish though, but I get it, cliffhangers are cool.
Aye, so 7.75 out of 10. That brings the average rating of this show up to 27 out of 40 so far. So until episode 5.
Let us know what you thought down below, and who's your favourite character at this stage? Is it the old man that smells a pish? Or
Is
is
there a
it...
tier list at the end?
Tell you what, the old man never really describes his debt.
No?
I know he hasn't got any, like, but... Oh, spoiler. But, yeah, I mean... pretty much the only guy that doesn't
His
need money.
bet's just reeking like pish.
Alright. Anyway, guys, that's it.
Till then.
Peace.
Go fuck yourself, old man. Fog Entertainment back with another Squid Game review, episode 5, season 1, A Fair World.
We're quickly getting through season 1 here. We're already on episode 5, approaching the halfway distance of the series.
Well,
And we kick off episode 5 exactly where we left off at the end of episode 4. We're in the middle of the tug of war game. It looks like our team is about to lose, but it was Chu Sang Woo, aye. I'm just going to call him Chu Sang.
he's a lawyer.
Chu Sang, he's a lawyer, he's smart, and he came up with the idea to take 3 steps forward to try and put off the opposition team in the hope that they would fall. So they do that, and behold, the opposition team who were pulling did lose their balance, they fall, and then it gives our team time to start pulling, although our main hero almost falls off the edge, but thankfully they managed to pull him, and our team ends up winning, and it's the opposite team,
All the men.
Team 5, yeah, the team of men that fall over and fall to their death. So a big surprise there, but Team 4 ends up winning. You've got the religious guy in the elevator on the way down. He is basically praying to God, thanking God for the win, but the new woman that just joined the team that is called, I forget her name, but
She's like Kang See's fucking mini-me.
Kang sees Mini-Me, tells him that you shouldn't be praying to God. God didn't save us there. It was the old man
And the other guy.
Chu Sang's idea. And she's right.
I know, fuck God, he's
The guy-
pish.
that guy can pray to God and say, "Oh, thank you, God, for letting us survive there." Wasn't God right? It was the old man's crotch smelling fucking technique.
You can maybe thank God if they lost and all fell and survived somehow. But at the end of the day, it was our tactics that won them the match.
Yep.
Wasn't he God?
We then get back to the warehouse where all the contestants are kept. There's 40 remaining now. They must survive the night, but nobody seems to trust each other. So Team 4 decide to barricade themselves in. I don't really know if I agree with that. It's like they did have a bit of a team, but they kind of just recruited people there just for that game. I wouldn't say that they're in a team now just because you know what I mean. Like the main team for me is the 4, plus I guess they did recruit Kang Se, but
Yeah, the rest of them are just pish. But they're just there to build up the numbers.
yeah, but I guess.
But I guess you would
safety
still
numbers.
use it. Yeah, exactly.
So now they barricade the up. Jang Duk comes over, basically trying to bully. Says that when lights go out, yous are getting it, and then
And then Gunho's like, oh, but your team, can you trust your team? They go for you first because you're the biggest and strongest. Yeah.
it was Songji that said that.
Was it?
Songji, yeah. So Songji
He's called
tells
Gunho, is he not?
no. Songji
Fucking hell, botching me. Our main character and I botched his name.
Songji basically gets the guy paranoid and says, if I was you, I would take you out since you're the strongest guy there. Can you trust your team? Then obviously his team's kind of filled with, like criminals and stuff like that. So in the end, Jang Duk kind of calls off the attack. He says to his team, right, forget it. Tonight we don't attack. The doctor is then taken away. So we don't know what's happening. But the doctor is escorted away by a couple of the staff.
For a couple of wee instances of surgery that are going to go down soon.
Yep, so Chu Sang and Ali decide to do the first watch of the night. They bond together. He says that he tells
Talks about his
shares the
family.
story. Says he's from Pakistan. His wife and son are Korea, but they have no much money, and that's why he's participating in the games. Chu Sang tells him he is also participating in the games for money, although he seems to leave it the part that he's not really doing it for his family, and he's doing it more for the fact that he's
in like
in billions of debt because he kind of stole for his family. So there you go. The staff are still offering the doctor Byung-ji or whatever his name is. So he's trying to transfer the organs from the dead people from the last game. He's struggling though. They're not happy with the pace that he is getting the organs out, and
Gunho, or whatever the fuck, the police officer guy, he's there. Number 29 showed up. He is a diver, but he does not know he's a diver. And he's letting on like what happened to the zombie guy, and then they're like, what do you mean what happened to him? You got rid of the body. And then he's about to pull out the gun, but then the doctor guy's like, would you shut the fuck up and let me focus in peace?
Yeah, so basically they're on about that one time that they were doing an organ transplant, they were stealing the organ, and the guy only had one kidney, and he thinks it may be his brother, because his brother only had one kidney because they gave it to him, but it turns out it was a woman, and one of the staff that is transporting the kidneys with him said it has to be a woman because they had turns having sex with her, and they wouldn't do that with a guy. Again, more kind of, we ain't homophobes, man. I mean, we ain't gay. We ain't having sex with dudes.
No.
We had sex with the woman, then we put her back in the kitchen, brother.
Probably make her look strong in the kitchen.
Then the guy takes his mask off. He's like, "Oh, here, I'll help you find your brother." But he's like, "No," shoots him in the head.
I guess he had to kill him.
Yeah. Before we continue this review, right, I just want to say, see when you're trying to review a show, right, and you can barely pronounce any characters' names, it makes you sound as if you don't know what you're talking about, right?
We know what we're talking about.
See, I'm just being honest. See if these people just had normal sounding names that we didn't need to like put deep thought into of the pronunciation before actually speaking, then these reviews would just run a lot more smoother. And
yeah,
you know, it's like, I'm not making excuses here, but it's hard to describe literally when, see, every time you're about to mention a character and you need to think how you, it's just, you know,
exactly. But meanwhile, back
it's not like Sons of Anarchy. Oh, Jax, Clay, fucking Tig. You know, I'm here. I'm going Chu, Sang, you know, it is a bit confusing, but here we'll just have to deal with it.
Exactly, it's a problem.
I can't remember all the numbers.
Unless they change all the names for season 2.
Aye, then that would be.
Which I doubt they will.
That'd be a big problem. Then back to the warehouse. We've got Jihan and Unam #1 sharing some of their backstories. We learn that Jihan used to have a job making car parks, and we find out about the death of his co-worker.
The
Niam,
protests, all that pish.
#1, he gets a headache and fever. Jihan is...
And Kangxi
tells
gives a
him to
wee
rest
bottle
down.
of water.
Kangxi gives him a bottle of water, and she joins in then doing the watch. It's back with the doctor guy removing all the organs.
He finally gets done.
Yep. He wants to know what the next game is. The guards say they don't know what the next game is. This causes the doctor to freak out. Stabs one of them, I believe, killing him or injuring him anyway.
Gets into a brawl with the other guy.
Yeah, then escapes. The other one gives chase. Eventually, he corners him in the room where the honeycomb was taking place in. Tells him that
it's okay, I'll take my mask off.
If a guard goes missing, it's not a big deal. I can cover that up. But when a player goes missing, it's a big deal. Takes the mask off, tries to, you know, reason with the guy, tries to obviously, you know, get him to feel secure, get him to believe him. He's about to stab him from behind when
But see, this makes no sense. Well, why did he have to drop the gun and risk going close to him when he could have just shot him if he was going to kill him anyway?
Maybe they don't like the sound of it.
A gun?
It could be that.
True.
Then the front man comes in, kills him, because he, you know, the game's supposed to be about being fair.
This was actually a comedic scene though. He's like, I don't care what you do with the organs, eat them or sell them. There's something funny about it.
Yeah, he's ruined the integrity of the game because the game is supposed to be fair and give everyone an equal opportunity, and it hasn't done that.
I get that, but is that not kind of bullshit as well? It's like the tug of war's obviously going to favour stronger people.
Yeah, but you could argue that you don't know I mean, you wouldn't really know. I mean,
true.
But I think you could argue most games in that sort of scenario, like
what? See the honeycomb. What if you've got like a really unsteady hand and other people don't?
What if you've got arthritis?
Exactly, like the old guy. I know he didn't have arthritis, but he's got fucking everything else. So, you know what I mean.
And then the front man walks away, and one of his guards then shoots the doctor guy, and that's him dead. So the doctor guy never returns to the warehouse. He has been eliminated then from the series.
I feel like they could have did more. Potentially the doctor guy.
Yeah, but I like.
I feel like there could have been another scene with him and like Doc Wan or something. But no.
Yeah, I kind of. I like it was a different. It had a new element as well, and I like the fact that he was like, you know, actually in with some of the staff members and getting information. It was cool, but again, they could have done more. But I would say I think the show's awful action packed. Like, you know, it's like.
Yeah.
I think a lot does happen. Like, you know, I mean, we're only 5 episodes in, and I mean they're not afraid to kill people off, and as you'll see in the next episode, I mean, half the main cast fucking goes like so. No, I mean, definitely not afraid to let people go. Then we get our detective Han Jung goes into the front man's office. He's looking for all the past winners. He finds his brother. His brother ended up competing in 2015, and so doesn't really. He knows that his brother competed in the game, but that doesn't exactly help him.
But see, this is what gets me about this. It's like, so his brother disappeared, but so when's his brother been gone? You know what I mean? Did he disappear in 2015 and then only recently he's been disappeared because he didn't pay rent for like a week? So has he known about this to any sort of degree? Because obviously he hasn't. So it's like, you know what I mean? It's kind of...
Yeah, but him finding out his brother, I guess the only thing, him finding out his brother won, the only thing that tells me is that he now realises his brother's alive, whereas originally maybe he thought his brother was dead.
Yeah, like just a dead victim of the game.
Yeah, but the fact he knew his brother won in 2015. But then again, his brother won, and that was like 4 games ago, and this seems to be held every year. So this would suggest he's not seen his brother in years.
Yeah.
And not the couple of weeks that...
It would assume. Because when he's talking to his mum on the phone, he's like, oh, you know what he's like? He appears again and shit. That's not something you say if you haven't seen him in 5 years. Maybe this is a fit for a different day, guys, but I think that's maybe a bit of a plot hole.
Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we picked up wrong, you know. Could be. Maybe we're not even talking about the same guy here. Who fucking knows? Then with they know there's an intruder, so they send all the guards into the warehouse or the main building, whatever, the game room, the main contestant room, the locker room, to round everyone up at gunpoint. And number 1 has pissed himself that night, and he's just kind of laying there.
Awkward.
And now, if you're in the tug of war game, no one wants to bend over and sniff his crotch now. So
it's like pish.
And that is pretty much how this episode ends. Then, so what's your thoughts on the episode and what you giving it out of 10?
It was a bit of a darker, slower paced episode, but it gave a lot more. It showed you a different element of this game shit, and I liked it.
Yeah, no, I liked that.
But it's also like as soon as it did focus on it, it's like that side of it's done now. But I guess you still got the police officer guy doing shit, so it was intriguing, but it closed the chapter that just kind of opened.
I'm gonna get a 7.
I'll give it a 7 too.
I liked that. I don't know if I liked how they split the game in between 2 episodes. I don't know if I liked that.
No.
The tug of war game.
I don't think there was a need to do that, but I guess at the same time, I think they knew, we kind of want to do that because we know episode 5 is just going to be kind of on the doctor.
Yeah, but
so that's why
then
they
again,
did
if there's 9 episodes and 6 games, they can't exactly have 1 game per episode. So I mean, it does make sense. But
right.
Next episode, episode 6, we'll find out what the 4th game is, and guys, we'll be reviewing that for you probably in the next couple of days. But that is it then for episode 5.
That means out of 50 possible scores, we've rated it 33 out of 50. What do you make of that?
No bad. A fair world, and I guess it wasn't really a fair world because this doctor guy was cheating, but the front man put an end to that, and aye guys, that's it. Let us know down below what you thought. We're getting that 7 out of 10. Till next time.
Till 6. Peace. Gang ball!
Alright guys, welcome back. Episode 6 of the Squid Game Season 1.
Squid Game? Squid Game Episode 6 Season 1. It was a long one. The player 1 pissed himself again. No, he actually got his piss streak covered up by player 4, 5, 6.
So the episode starts with Sung-ji noticing that Onyam is
pissed himself.
Well, he kind of knew that when the towel got pulled off, but then he's standing in the line, you see a big wet patch, and he decides to give him his tracksuit to cover around his waist, so I guess so no one can see, and maybe they don't think that he's weak. But I think we cannot tell, looking at this 90-year-old guy, that he's probably...
Yeah, I mean,
he's probably,
pish or no pish, he's pish.
Detective Hang Jung is still in the front man's office trying to get information on him. The players are introduced to the 4th game, Marbles.
Marbles, gamble.
They are told that they need to... Well, they don't know it's Marbles yet, but they're told they need to pair up into teams.
There's only 39 of them left, so one's going to be left alone. They get shown the doctor and all the other hung guys.
This is what happens when you don't go for equality. Grandma's pretty much begging everyone to team up with her. Nobody wants to team up with her.
Why didn't you team up with Grandpa? Player 1.
Our main man, number 1, Sung-ji, attempts to team up with his childhood friend Chu Sang, but he's already picked Ali. He wasted no time in picking Ali. He was like, with my
Float like a
smartness,
butterfly, sting like a bee,
and with
push
your-
like number one.
with my smartness and your
Child touching us, we can go
fuck's
somewhere.
sake, with my intelligence
Aye.
and your strength, that makes me sound a bit more intelligent. That's smartness. What the fuck is that?
Smartness.
With my intelligence and your strength, we'll be a formidable team. And then player 4-6 is like player 4-5-6 is just looking at them, going, "Oh no, I think it's a great team. I'll find someone else." And then he's looking. He
Finds a high school teacher that played soccer.
He's like, "Come on, man, pick me. There's no one else here, and then you'll be the last one." And then it's, bang bang. Look at that old guy. He's going to get killed. And then he has a change of heart, and he goes and offers number one his hand. Number one takes, and it's like, "Yeah, hey, old man."
Gives him his hoodie back as well, even though it's his hoodie now. Still got the pish all over him.
Yeah, and they'll get through it together. Kang Se walks away after deciding that no one wants to team up with a woman. I mean, it's every fucking game. Women are weak. I don't want you on my team. I mean, it's like every single...
What would have happened? Like, it was like the team that fucking ironed the most clothes or packed the most packed lunches.
I know, if it was a kitchen challenge, you know what I mean? Fuck.
I know. Oh fuck! I'm sorry.
My wife was in the kitchen preparing park lunches. I should
fuck.
have picked her for this game.
Instead, I'm going to piss my pants. She can iron and clean them.
So Kang Se teams up with Jai Young and
Jai Young, that fucking bastard. Jai Young, nigga.
And I guess they team up because no one wants to team up with a woman. We've got young Duck Sung teams up with this a really annoying fucking guy in his team that makes these squeaky noises.
Boss, did she mean any of that, boss? I'm going to beat you, Doc Sang. Me got the marbles.
They get into the next route, so they get into the next place. It's like a weird location where this game's taking place. I don't know.
It's supposed to replicate where it would have been played as kids. So number one, it's probably based off where number one lived, because
I
obviously.
think that's what it is, actually.
Spoiler alert, but.
So then they get announced that they'll be playing against each other,
Which means one of them will die.
and all the teammates kind of look at each other and they're thinking, fuck, we teamed up wanting to survive, and they just throw a big spanner in the works, and that spanner is, hey, one member from the team.
It's a
gonna
great
die.
wee plot twist.
And I mean, I think that would be an absolute shite though if this was a real life thing, like, and this, I think this would just fuck you up, wouldn't it? This would,
Especially because it's not. It's a fucking jobber game. It's not like. It's not like a tug of war where you're kind of forced into it. This is literally it's such a slow fucking death.
But when I first watched it, I had a feeling. See, as soon as Chu Sang and Song Ji wanted teaming up, I just thought,
Something's going on here.
I just
Something fishy's up.
Yeah, I don't know.
But you know what, guys? This was an hour and 2-minute episode, and literally about 45 minutes of it was just marble playing. Literally, like
so teams are deciding different games. There's a game where you have to throw your marbles against the wall. There's a game where you have to throw your marbles in the hole. There's a game where you have to guess how many marbles is in your opponent's hand.
odd even.
If there was a game where you pissed on the marbles, number one would have
Fucking
collected all of them. How many marbles? Was it 390?
390 marbles, and I pissed on all 390.
Every single one of them.
Woo!
Ali doesn't know how to play, so Chun Sang briefly describes how to play it, and Ali goes on to win every single game. Chu Sang starts
This is where
freaking
people
out.
buried Chu Sang, right? But he could have just fucking shafted him from the get go.
Yeah, he could have not taught
He
him
actually
how to play.
taught. I mean, if he could have just pretended how to teach him, but he didn't. He fucking taught him too well. And then Ali wins, and then he's like, "Oh, we need to find over marbles."
He gets down to one marble and he starts grabbing. Why are you cheating? You pretend not to know how to play. Ali, sorry, sir. I don't, sir. I don't know how to do it.
But there's just no way he'd be able to cheat.
Yeah, so like it's a 50-50 thing. Like,
It's just the luck's not with you, Jun Sang. Like you're fucking
You're
gambling.
constantly betting on red and blackjack, and you keep getting black. You
What
know?
the fuck is it, red?
So yeah, then Chu Sang says to Ali, he's got a master plan that they can share their marbles and wait till the end of the time, and then there'll be other teams that have not finished their game, and then they together can team up with their 20 marbles and take on another set of team to get through that way. So yeah, Ali somehow believes him. He's about to walk away. Chusang says, "Oh, here, you need to keep your marbles safe." He takes his marbles off him, creates a nice wee pouch for him, hangs it around his neck, and that's it. Ali then goes to inspect the other teams to try and find an old couple or a young couple for them to play against. We've got also got player 456 who is losing at marbles to number 1 as well. He's not doing too good
How many numbers have you got?
until he gets down to the last one, and all of a sudden number 1's brain just gets fried, and he says, "Did I say odd or even?"
Or did I piss on both?
And then Sungji starts lying and says, "Odd. You said odd." "Oh, that means you win this
And
one."
that means I will no longer piss myself because I will have a bullet lodged in my brain.
From being 1 marble left, he ends up getting them all. And apart from 1, he thinks he's won. And the old man's like, "No, I still got 1 more to play with." And then he walks away, and they can't really get him to play. And he's like, "Why would you do this to me?" And he says, "Oh, okay, I'll play 1 more game. You risk all you got, I risk all I got." Sungji's like, "How's this fair? I've 19 marbles, you've only 1. And then player 1, Il Nam's like, "Well, how's it fair to betray your best friend, you bastard?" You know, because he's lying to him.
Was he aware the whole time, man? He must have
Yeah.
been.
Fucking shit he was. He just leaving him alone.
Heel turn of the century by Pishy Pants. Wasn't it like?
I don't know if he's the face here.
Eric's a piss. He's a heel in my book.
So yeah, he gathers that Sungji is been cheating him the entire time, and then they say that they'll play 1 more because they're Gambus, they're best friends apparently after this. In the other games,
Doc Wan, he's getting jobbed out, and he's like, you know what?
he's got like 2-3 marbles left. He's like, "I want to play another game." The guy's like, "No, you gonna die." And then Doc Su says to the fucking staff member in charge, "Yo, you said equality. I played his game. Now he play mine. Request granted." So then they play another game where they're chucking the marbles into the hole.
Why didn't fucking number 1 lawyer in my hometown just request that?
I don't know.
He would have fucking probably battered Ali with the 1 marble if he played a different game.
I would just not teach them this time. So then they play a different game. Doc Su wins some of his marbles back. Then I think they get to 10 each. They're throwing them down. There's 18 marbles on the ground. It's fat guys. Well, he's not really that fat, but
He was a stocky
guy.
Aye.
Stocky
Stocky
throws his
stir-fry.
last marble. It's rolling. Doc Su throws his last marble. It's rolling, and it just stops short of the hole. It doesn't drop down. So then stocky guy comes up, throws his, and it's on course to go in. It's going right into the hole, and then it hits a wee stone in the ground and deflects over and knocks in Doc Su's marble in. So that means Doc Su wins. But did they really memorise out of all the 18 marbles, 20 marbles on the floor, whose was who?
But it was the one before you just threw.
I know, but
I know what you mean, though.
you know, so he
Like, I see if I get shafted of this, because, that was the first marble you threw.
No, but was it? I don't fucking recall that.
Was it fuck ducks, son? Ducks
and
in the river
then
called.
stocky guy can't believe it. He feels like he's been cheated. He hasn't been a wee bit hard done by, to be fair.
He
Runs
runs
off,
off, he
gets
gets
cornered.
Good
Shot.
night. You all a bunch of bastards. Good night.
That's him beat.
Meanwhile, Kang-si and Mini-Me.
so,
Kang-si looks like a drugged out duck on quack.
Yeah,
Literally, like.
Ji Young has basically had a shite life. No family, no nothing. Her dad murdered her mother. You know, her dad was a priest, used to touch her. I mean, nothing new there.
That's why she had a thing against the guy, the religious guy.
Because he kept touching her and then asking for forgiveness. Once her dad killed her mother, she just had enough basically and killed him. Went to jail. She just got out. First day she got out, she was offered a chance in this game. Has nothing. They decide to just play one game. They're going to throw the marble closest to the wall. Whoever wins, wins. They were sharing, rather than just start the game, since they were only going to play it one round, they just decided to share stories. Obviously,
They were
she
pretty
shared
pissed.
her story and it was sad. Kangse's story wasn't much better, but she's still got like her
Brother.
brother out
Who
there
lives in the shelter.
who she needs to try and get out of a shelter. So they have one game. Kangse throws a marble to the wall. It's a decent thrown marble, I guess. It wasn't a bad attempt. Could have been better, but it could have helped been a hell of a lot worse. And then Ji Young just goes up and just drops a marble.
Park Ji Young.
And basically that's her way of saying, well, I've got nothing to live for.
You can go.
You've got something to live for.
She ends up getting shot. Good night.
She says it's not, no, don't be doing this. Don't try and be a hero. Take another turn, do it properly. And she's like, nah. And that's kind of sad. It is. It's not gonna lie. It's a pretty emotional episode, to be honest with you. So you've got that going on. And she ends up getting shot, and Kangse goes into the next round. Back with Ali. Ali is still looking at the contestants that him and Chu Sang can go up against, but Chu Sang has no intention of going up against any other contestant because he's won the game. He has switched Ali's marbles.
With a bag of rocks.
And so Ali
A bag of the way.
Ali thinks he's the man carrying around a fucking bag, when in reality it's a bunch of pebbles. And Chu Sang has got the marbles, and he goes up and goes, I acquired these marbles without causing any physical harm. I won. Then Ali's running around looking for Chu Sang, thinking that they're going to team up now, and the only thing he teams up with is a bullet to the brain, and that's Ali eliminated. A lot of people freaking out here over Chu Sang, calling him a bastard, but he wasn't the only guy to try and manipulate his teammate in this
Well, hold
round.
on, right?
Let's
Let's be fucking real. Is it him more being a bastard, or is it Ali being a windy licker? I think it's Ali being a windy licker. No.
Both.
I think he couldn't believe it worked. He fucked off.
He's like, fuck me.
Sweet spastic. What's this guy doing? Retard.
And then we get down to number one, and our main guy, our main hero.
The 19 for 1 swap deal.
And
Buy one, get
in
19
the end,
free.
Oli Nam just gives him the marble and goes, we friends, we gamble. And he tells him to go on.
I'm going to push in peace.
Songji seems a bit, upset with this, and then number one says, I remember my name now.
Pushy
Nam. And then number one walks off, and you just hear a gunshot in the background, and
Number
player
one's
one
dead.
has been player one has pissed his pants for the second time.
And is now dead.
Yeah, so
And then he probably pissed himself when he
the
died.
elimination.
Third time. Free time WCW piss champion.
And that is kind of how it ends, guys. So
With half the field.
yeah, we're now down to 19
20.
plus 1. So, well, maybe plus 1. We'll need to see what's happened to Grandma. She didn't enter this game. But
Grandpa's dead.
But there you
Or is he? Actually, we're fucking 21 left. Player one's fucking.
Nah, well, he died off screen, so. He did.
Off screen,
And that's how it ends then, guys. So, I mean, pretty emotional episode here. Bit of a slow pace.
I feel like it didn't need to be as long. I think they could have saved about 15 minutes. Like, a lot of it was dragged out pish. I liked it, but I felt.
I think it's the best episode
No,
of the
so do
series
I,
so
but
far.
I still think it was a bit unnecessary.
I still can't get over how much of a fucking dumbass Ali is, though.
It's okay,
It's hard to feel sorry for. I mean, I'm not gonna see when he's running around looking for Chu Sang, and I'm not saying that's not. I don't feel sorry for him, like, but at the same time, I'm kind of.
I found it funny, like, because of how retarded he was.
Yeah, well, I'm kind of thinking here, you dumb bastard, you brought this on yourself. I'm gonna give this.
But I think it would have been funny. He was like, "Fuck it, I'm going to job out him," and he tries to give up his own marbles, and then he opens it with rocks.
I'll give this one an.
I'll give it an 8.5.
That's what I'm gonna give it.
An 8.5. Oh.
Could have. I don't know. I mean,
If Ali didn't look like such a retard, and they maybe the police officer guy did something for 10 minutes and shaved 10 minutes off the marble pish, I'd maybe give it like a 9.
Yeah, I could have maybe given a bit more, but essentially the whole episode was playing the marble game.
And it's a pretty dead game. like, I obviously this is why.
Really, you could just do rock paper scissors for all 10 marbles, couldn't you?
Exactly. Best of 2. Best of 3, big man. Anyway, though, 8.5.
8.5.
That is what 41.5 out of 60.
Oh, the master's strong here. Anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know what you thought of this episode down below. And until next time,
Ali is a dumb bastard, and number 1 has pished his last pants.
the VIPs are coming.
Oh yeah. Oh, VIPs.
Welcome back, guys, to Squid Game, episode 7 of season numero uno. And we start this episode with the survivors returning for the 4th game. Back to the room. I need to know what this room's called. Is it like the locker room, the warehouse room, the room, like
The dorm.
the dorm? Yeah, we could call it the dorm.
The bedroom. The big bedroom.
I think we've been calling it the warehouse from the get-go, so we'll keep calling it that.
Squint house.
But they return to the warehouse and they discover Han Mi, aka Grandma, is still there. She was the only person not to get partnered up for the last game. A lot of people kind of thought that she would have died by not getting a partner. She would have been executed, but no, she wasn't. So
Tell you what, though, that would have been very unfair.
yeah, and considering this, the front man has, you know, prided himself on equality and giving everyone a fair chance. It kind of tells me that
Would have went against the ideology to just a job of it like that.
yeah.
And he didn't.
Now, I wonder what would have happened. Knowing what the next game is, I wonder what would have happened if our main guy didn't pick number 1. Would number 1 have just was like, you know, like what would have? Oh well, we can't. Well, we'll discuss that later on.
But I guess number 1 could have just pretended that he jobbed it.
Yeah, I'm trying to. I want to talk about number 1, but I can't get away spoilers.
But also another thing, what would have happened if like only 5 people were left for this bridge game?
No, I don't think anyone would have made it past
Well,
it.
that's it. Like, but what would have happened?
Yeah, well, there you go.
There you go, guys. And that's exactly the next game that we've got up.
Right, so we have the bridge game coming up. The VIPs get to the island. They're welcomed by the front man. The front man still trying to chase down the intruder, but at the same time he has to be there to welcome the VIPs because he says that the game master isn't there at the moment. The game master.
He's busy dealing with an occurrence.
Yeah, so he's doing it
pissed
for them. They don't seem too happy. The VIPs seem like a bunch of obnoxious pricks anyway.
And they all seem gay. What the fuck are they going with here?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
White male privilege and they're all gay.
Yeah, so then back in the warehouse, we've got player 69 who beat his wife in the last game. In the marbles game, she died, and he's asking everyone to stop. And it's like, so you only want to stop just because now you've lost your wife? Did you not see that enough people were dying before the last game?
Very selfish is this guy.
Yeah, it's like
you just killed all your loved ones. No, but hold on here. You're like the only one that took on a family member.
yeah,
And
well,
that's-
he didn't know. Like,
He didn't know, like, but he could have let his wife live, and that's what anyone would have done in that situation. But this guy jobbed it.
or maybe his wife says, "Well, look, we've
I
got
know,
kids
but no,
at
but
home," and
true. But in their culture, they would let the woman live. I think because they're very more dominant and be like, you can go on and live. I think.
No, I don't know. I think the woman, maybe they had kids, and the woman says, "Look, there's more chance of you winning this game than me, so you go on and get home for the kids, survive for them."
So they've just left a 3-year-old at home while these two go and compete in the fucking murder games.
Maybe.
Carrot and 101, guys.
What I would like. So he kills himself. He hangs himself in the middle of the night. If he really wanted to die, he could have just sacrificed himself in the next game. It would have helped some people.
But I guess he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, I guess he didn't give a fuck. So anyway, wake up the next morning.
Coffin for 69.
Yeah, Coffin comes in, takes him away, and then they get taken to a room where they play the next game. There's a bunch of fests sitting there.
Ribs like a wee marathon.
The
bridge marathon.
Someone goes and randomly takes one first, and everyone else is looking. They don't really know. The rest of them then run and take the ones for the middle. So numbers 5 to 12 are taken.
Yep.
And it leaves just the first 4 and the last 4. The VIPs are watching it, and they call this herd mentality, to stick in the middle. Which, I don't know if... I could understand sticking in the middle once you... Then there's an announcement, and the announcement says that the number you pick will be the number you play the next game. I mean, I could totally understand, yeah, going in the middle once you know it, but if you don't know, it's... Unless they...
It is playing it safe, though. Like, obviously, knowing this game, you would rather go last, but then at the same time, if people were going slow, going last, you were fucked. The bridge was just going to blow up. But thankfully, it sped up towards the end.
I think I would always go last rather than go first.
Well, yeah, but I think it does depend in the game. But yes, more often than not, you'd rather go last than first. Because then it gives you experience to know what to do.
Well, I think the only game that would benefit you going first was maybe red light, green light.
Yeah.
Because if you're at the back, it gives you less chance to. But then again, that's because there's a load of them there. If you've got the same amount of time as everyone else, it doesn't really matter whether you go first or last. It's...
True.
So anyway, they walk into the game room and there's a big bridge. It's called glass stepping stones. They let us know that one of the glass is made of fiberglass that will break. The other glass is real glass that will hold up to 2 people. And you have to make your way across, choosing left or right. If you're successful, then you're on the right bit of glass and you have to jump onto the next one. If you're not successful, then you fall and you die, and that's it, game over for you.
Jigsaw.
Before this, though, it came down to number 1 and 16. Our guy,
Gun Ho.
Gun Ho. What's that his name?
Gun Ho, Gun Ho.
Gene High. I don't know. Gun Ho. Gun Ho. Gun Ho. He's looking at 1 and 16. He's like, oh, I don't want to go first, but you can't go last. So he goes to pick number 1, and this other guy comes up and basically pleads for him. He says, look, I've been a coward my whole life. I've always ran away from things. You know, I've always let others face challenges and stuff. And he says he wants to be the first to do this. He wants to face this one head on, and he asks Gun Ho if he can swap and allow him to be number 1. So Gun Ho gives him the number 1 bib. He takes number 16. And then when it's announced what the game is, he kind of just turns around and gives him like the fucking dirtiest look ever. But mate,
You bastard.
you asked for number 1, so you know that's what it is. Contestants start going. They break and the 18. A lot of them are falling to their death here. Some then they get to the stage where some are even getting pushed off. The religious guy, number 6, he's like almost. He's not. I wouldn't say halfway through. I think he might be on like
A third of the way
panel
through.
7 or something. And he just gets pushed off from behind because apparently he was taking too slow. Then it gets to the stage where Duke So is...
He was what, number 9?
Yes, but it gets to the stage where he's first. He's next in line. And at this stage, I think they're just about over halfway.
Yep.
And he pretty much refuses to go on. He says that the only way people are going to survive and get past him is if
They do it for him.
Yeah, as if they do it for him. At this stage, Grandma pushes the guy behind him into him, who pushes off the bridge. He dies without even going through a panel. So that's one body they just wasted there, where they could have easily,
Got another step
they
in.
could easily got
which
another
would've-
step.
But come in handy at the
Would have
end.
saved someone else. And then Grandma says that he's a coward and that she'll go. She jumps and he tells her to come on up. She jumps onto the glass panel. But she's kind of tricked him. She's not going to go. She just grabs him and then
Wraps her hands around him.
and he's like begging her to let him go. She says that he says that he'll go on if he lets her go, and she says he got a small dick, and then she just throws herself off the throws herself through the glass, and he flies off with her, and that's those 2 eliminated. So and again, there's another 2 people gone through a bit of glass. So far I'm counting. We've had 2 people. It's needless. We had someone who was told the wrong glass to go on when they already knew the right one, and that they died. The religious guy we had pushed through a bit of glass when he didn't need to, because apparently it was time wasting. Then we had the guy that was pushed into Doc Sue, and he was pushed off.
And then we had 2 for the price of 1 here.
Now you could argue the religious guy. You could say that at least he was pushed onto a panel, so they knew the next one. But the other 2, the guy that was told the wrong panel to step onto, and the guy that was pushed into Doc Sue, I mean, that's 2 wasted. That's 2 wasted
Another
bodies
thing,
right there.
right? See Doc Sue, could he not have I tried a bit more here to get her off of him?
Yeah, it looks like
He's the strong. It was said even ages ago, and there was loads of them. He was the strongest guy there, which I would have agreed with. What, and he can't even attempt to get her off him.
you know.
Bit fucking stupid. Like,
She was holding on to Doc Sue as if he was his fucking kitchen man. She didn't want to let go.
I know.
But anyway, they're both eliminated. A couple of other people get eliminated. Then it comes down to 4. We've got our 3 main characters at
And
the
the
back,
glass guy.
and a guy that apparently used to make glass. So he says he can read it, and I don't think he's bullshitting, because then he begins to get them all right. The VIPs are looking. They don't think this is very fair. They check his history. Apparently, he was a glass maker or whatever. He gets down to the last one, and they turn the lights off on him.
Shaft.
Unfortunately, can't see. He asks the other contestants to have anything they can throw. Our guy, Jung-soo, Jun-hoo, Ji-hung,
Ji-hun.
Ji-hun,
Ji Jung-soo.
right, has a marble,
From number 1.
but he only has one, and the guy needs 2 marbles because he needs to test both bits of glass. But he only has one, so he's kind of left there, not knowing what to do. The time's run out. There's about 20 seconds left, and it's at this stage, Chu Sang jumps up and says, "I'll pick for you." Pushes him forward through the tempered glass. This guy falls to his death, and then with about just under 10 seconds left, it gives Chu Sang, KC, and Chung Wo enough time to get over the bridge and get to the other side and complete this challenge.
Like, I'm not saying, guys, this was a good thing to do on behalf of a lawyer, but at the same time, how long are you supposed to wait here? Because we've seen at the end of the game where the whole bridge blows up. You wait any longer, and maybe our main man doesn't get across.
Yep. I mean, maybe our guy should have just turned around and says to him,
Look, I'm going to push you here if you don't fucking hurry up.
"Aye, you know."
It probably should have done that, but at the same time, I think he was just fucking pissed off and he didn't want to put his own life in any more danger.
You know, I think Sang-woo could have definitely says to him, "Here, you need to pick one now or we're all dead." But at the same time, the last guy, player 0717, he could have been waiting for like 2 seconds to go.
And then job the other for it.
And he could have been thinking, here, if I get this right, I win the game. If I don't, well, we're all dead anyway.
Exactly.
So, maybe pushing him was the right thing to do.
Maybe.
But it is what it is. They get to the end, the glass shatters, and it looks like there may be a couple of injuries because the glass kind of flies into some of the players. Now, away from the game, the VIPs were, getting drunk and all that, betting on who they thought was going to survive. Some big pedo bastard wanted to rape the detective. What's the detective name? Jung Ho. Jung Ho.
He wanted to Joe Ho.
He wanted to Jung Ho. Took him into the room, but Jung Ho starts battering him and gets him to, I'm assuming, to confess on camera because it looks like that's what happened. And then he made his escape from the island.
This guy was a fat bastard.
This guy was a fat bastard. But, I mean, that's pretty much it then, guys, for this episode of Squid Games. Probably my favourite game out of the 6. And, but they could, if there was more people alive, then, well, I know, basically, obviously, but if there was more people alive going into this game, the more survivors would have been going into the next round. Like, I think the final round's designed for more than just 3 people to be alive, but that's what it is.
Yeah, I agree with that, but that's the way the cookie crumbles in the end, guys. And we've got to dish out our episode rating. I'm going to give this episode...
I'll give it an 8.
Yeah, I would give it more, but I just feel like it was some parts of it was very stupid with the bridge. But I guess that's more down to characters than actual episodic writing. You get me?
Aye.
So that's what out of 70, that is 49 out of 70.
No bad.
Not bad for Squid Game. What's it going to finish on? Only 2 more episodes to go. And until then...
Peace.
Oh, frontman!
Wah! Squid Game, guys, episode 8, season 1.
No. Episode 8. Ocho.
So, we're just after the 5th and penultimate game of this entire Squid Game, whatever you call it, competition, as it be. And so the three remaining contestants, they're treated like royalty now. They get tuxedos to put on.
Oh, aye.
With
Best of gear.
Still got their numbers on it though, so it's still like slave-like, kind of mentality. Here, wear this number, you bitch. But at least a tuxedo looks better than all those shitey green overalls. That's for sure. They get steak. They're eating their steak. Well, 2 of the contestants eat their steaks.
Kang See's a wee bit selling the injury.
Eat nothing. And we could see when she was trying her tuxedo on when she was changing. big blade of knife hanging out, a big shard of glass.
A big blade of knife.
Right.
Big blade of knife.
Big shard of glass hanging out of her midsection from the last game when all the glass panels blew up in one of them, obviously. But, I mean, that doesn't seem right to me. I mean, they're on about the game being fair. What's fair about
Them completing it and getting
the
fucked.
game and still getting fatally fucking
And then also, like,
stabbed?
three of them going into the final game, and one of them's a lot more fucked than the other two. And she's a woman. Oh, she should have watched herself in the kitchen when preparing our meals.
And it would have meant that one of the players, probably who sang, would have been at a disadvantage in the last game because it would have been 2-on-1 had. But it's not 2-on-1, and we'll explain that in a wee minute.
Aye.
Meanwhile, our detective friend John Ho is
John Ho.
trying to escape from the island. John Ho is trying to get his ass on out of here. So he reaches land, he takes his phone out the bag, he's trying to send all the videos and all the evidence that he's got of these games happening to his boss. He's contacting his boss. Hey, you gotta get him, send the damn fucking office out here now. He wants everybody out. The guy says the reception's not that great, can you repeat that? And so he tries sending them the evidence instead. Then we can see the rest of the army's catching him, the front man, they're chasing him, they can see him, they're pointing up the mountains. Oh, he's up there.
He's up there.
They
smell a fish. Number one.
They give chase, and it leads to
The
John Ho
reveal.
being basically cornered. He's on top of the mountain. He's either having to face his attackers or he's going to have to fucking fall off the cliff to his death.
He decides he's gonna fucking take them on.
Front man tells him, that gun you got holds 5 chambers.
And you've only one bullet left, buddy.
Yeah.
Basically breaks it down. We could break it down like he did, but why would we waste 10
we'd
minutes?
Too much time, and we probably couldn't say it as good as he said it. Like,
No.
Or remember what he said word for word. Something about one's not loaded and the other one's like got fake gunpowder or something.
You broke the lock with one, you killed a guy. One is empty because that's standard Korean police protocol or some
and the
pish.
other one is like not a real bullet.
Aye.
Also. So yeah, there you go. Boom, 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 boom.
So you have one bullet left.
Says one bullet, you can't kill us all, and then John Ho's like, no, one bullet's enough to kill you, and he shoots the front man.
And the front man's like, oh.
Probably should have shot him in the face or head if he wanted to kill him, but no, he kind of like shoot him.
Maybe the mask is bulletproof.
Shot him in the shoulder. The front man says, "Come with me and you might live." Not like Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he did say that.
And then he asks him, why don't you take off the mask? But, like, he's in no position here to take off the mask, but I guess he does it since it is...
His brother is in ho.
Aye, front man.
Front man. I was just gonna cut killing the front man because
The big man.
pronouncing these names is fucking torture. Yep. So he reveals himself to be his brother, and he's like, "Wow, brother, why'd you do it?" And then he just shoots him in the shoulder, and our main man John Ho
Come with me if you want to live.
flies into the river, and that is it. We don't see him. He's done for. Is he dead? Is he alive? Did he get eaten by a big anaconda? We don't know.
We don't know, but will we know?
His
Who
Squid Game
knows?
journey's over, at least for season 1.
Season 2, guys, there'll be a couple of vids coming about
Soon.
Jun-Ho.
Aye.
Aye.
Yeah.
The police. But anyway, back to the game. Back to the meal. Kang sees out it. She's passing out, so big Gun-Ho walks over. Hey, you need some help, my friend. And then he basically is like, you know what? I'm going to help you. I'm going to rap in the window and get the guys to come in and see to you.
Well, actually, that's after they ate the meal. But did you not notice everyone got left? They all left like a knife in front of them.
Yeah.
They took all the cutlery away apart from one knife.
Well, no, I did notice that, but then that kind of contradicts. Like, well, then they weren't allowed to fight after she. You know what I mean? So like, what are they going for? Are they allowed to fight with the knives, or are they not? And then once they move her body, oh fuck, you can't fight now because only 2 years left.
We're here. You can't fight. We need you for the final game.
That's probably it.
So yeah, they got the main character Kang Si and main character 456 Gun-Ho. Is it?
It's Gun-Ho. John Ho. Gun-Ho.
Gun-Ho. Gun-Ho. They're having a heart.
456.
He wants to kill. He wants to kill someone.
He wants to kill the lawyer, right?
He wants to kill Sang Woo,
then,
but she says, "No, don't do it. You're not like that. You're not a killer."
well, what a fucking shite bag.
And then
Would have
she's
saved herself.
And then like she's starting to bleed out. Our man panics, Gun-Ho panics. He goes to try and get help. He says, "There's a girl dying in here." Then the door opens up and he thinks that they're coming to help her, but then he sees the box and he's like, "Ah, shit." The dreaded coffin box. He turns round and Sang-woo is standing there with a knife, standing over Kang Si, and he's
killed her.
fatally stabbed her in the neck.
Right, but let's just see if we're going to move anyway. How many times has our main character been at this door, at this window, saying about someone's died in here? And is he not, like, we're the final two now. Is he not established that they don't give a fuck?
Maybe he thought because she was in the top 3. Like,
Oh, he can go fuck himself, he's a spastic. I mean, I'm praying for the other guy to win, even though he's killed, like, everyone. It started with Ali and it's ended with Kang Si. I come from a land down under. And
then our guy tries to attack Sang-woo with a knife, but the guards are there to break it up. He doesn't get the job done. And that's pretty much it, guys. That is how this one ends.
Yeah. Next up, 3 stages of hell match, street fight, ladder match, steel cage. Between these two, who's going to win? Leave your thoughts down below. But short episode, only a 32-minute episode.
Strange one, but to be fair, there's not much they could do. I mean, there was no real game. You're down to 3 characters. You felt like they kind of dragged out the whole frontman Jun-Ho stuff in this. I don't mean by. I think they could have done more with it, but I feel like the
This
scenes
episode they dragged it.
They kind of dragged it a bit more, but I don't know. I think they could have done it better. I mean,
I guess he could have been on the run a bit longer. I mean, he kind of gets caught really easy. He's so much of a head start. How the fuck does he get caught?
Yeah. There was no bye-bye VIPs. You could have seen them disappear or something. You know, I don't know.
Like, what about the fat guy who's going to rape him?
Is he still tied up or something, or what?
Is he raping away? Is he on Epstein's Island by now? Is this Epstein's Island? Who fucking knows, guys? Questions will be answered in the finale, and until then, we've got to rate it.
What number is Prince Andrew then?
I don't know. Anything under 18, he's a nonce. Right, anyway. Woo! What are you getting out of 10?
I'll give it a...
I'll give it a 6. I feel like it was a bit weak.
I'll give it a 7.
Alright, 6.5, which means we are at 55.5. Aye. And we've got 1 episode to go, guys. Can we get above the 60 barrier, which means it will be like a 67% average out thing, over 2/3. You get me?
Right.
Will we, though?
I think we will.
I think we will, too. Anyway, till next time, till the
There's
finale.
1 more to go.
Aye.
I wonder why this episode was so short, though, all joke aside.
Probably because they wanted to save everything for the finale, in the finale. You know?
Possibly.
And on that note...
Peace.
Oh, lucky day.
This is what it all comes down to, guys.
Can you get Squid Game on DVD?
Don't know why.
No, just wondering. Would like it on DVD?
Oh, why.
Wouldn't you?
Woo! That's what it all comes down to. 9 episodes, 6 games, a shitload of money, and it all comes down to 2 players.
The 2 best pals.
Ji-hun.
He was a lawyer, you know.
Sang-woo. Player 456 and player 218. So
I think it would have been cooler if he was half of 456. Like the number. Well, 218.
I was actually looking at it there, trying to add it together to get
just
it.
not.
Just not like.
No,
really.
it would
close,
have 436.
It's close, but
No,
4-3.
close. 436, 218. 18 out of 18 is 36. What are you on?
He's 456 and he's 218. For him to be half.
He's 20 off.
No, he needed it to be 228.
I know he would have.
So what are you on about?
I'm talking about if you double 218, you get the 436.
Right.
So he's 20 off.
Right, so you need it to be
That's what I'm on about.
228, right?
That's alright.
Anyway, he's not 228, right? He's 218. It turns out they're playing Squid Games. The entire series started off with a flashback of these two being young.
A 3-on-3 Survivor Series match.
Playing a Squid Game. And it ends with these two playing Squid Game for not only it's not only for the money, but also for their life, because the loser will lose the game, will lose their life. Ji-hun is playing as the offense, Sang-woo is playing as the defense. I mean, it's a weird fucking game. Like,
I think if you made it this long, you should maybe not die in the last game and the other person just get the money.
I know, that's what it's up at. Like, until they don't really care about. They say they care about fair and equality, like, but it's all about killing everybody. There can only be one. Well, I mean, the way the game's set up, I think there can be multiple winners, like.
Yeah.
But
Because what would they have done if Kang-Si didn't drop dead or get murdered last episode?
yeah,
2-on-1 handicap match?
which wouldn't exactly be fair either. So.
Unless they would have tossed coins to see who goes, and it's like a slobber knocker match.
Anyway, so they're led out to the arena. It's the same place as where red light, green light took place, and
Do you remember where we are?
back then they were friends. Here they're not friends. They're definitely not friends. Sang-woo says he killed
Kang-Si?
Kang-Si because they didn't want those two to end the game. He thought because she was critically injured or whatever that they would have decided to like end the game there with the majority vote, and he'd have been left with absolutely nothing, which I guess is pretty fair.
A shitload of PTSD.
A shitload of Pete. So then they get into it. Ji-hun makes his way into the squid tail. It's a weird game, right? Basically, you have to hop on one foot and get inside the circle, and then you need to touch the fucking squid's tail.
It's a bit pish.
And yeah, I mean, maybe in Korea this is considered a good game. To me, I'd consider it a bit of a mess, but yeah, it's what it is.
Imagine there's no fight to the death here, and he just hops on one leg and gets in. How anticlimactic is this?
Yep. So the attacker's basically trying to get past the defender and touch his foot onto the squid
What happens?
tail.
What happens? Imagine you get paired up against Maldini here. Fucking
It's
shaft it.
Whereas the defender wins by pushing the attacker out of the squid. But these two kind of get inside the squid and then they just have a fight to the death. So you know, I guess the whole rules go out the window. Ji-hun's winning, then gets stabbed in the thigh. Sang-woo's winning. Sang-woo's about to kill him. He stabs him through the hand and he's trying to stab his head or something. And Ji-hun puts his hands up. Knife goes right through his hand, but sick. Looks like he's about to die. He's about to get stabbed.
The best course of action here for Suhan would have just, when he stabbed him through the hand, to pull it out again and then stab him in the head. Because he's trying to push it through his hand with all his body weight pushing back at you. It's just never going to work.
True. And then Ji-hun bites the ankle of Sang-woo and tears a bit of flesh out like a zombie. This means this gets Sang-woo off him, then it's Ji-hun on top of Sang-woo. He's beating him up, grabs the knife, could stab him in the throat, decides to stab the knife into the dirt, and he's just going to go and win the game the normal way. Doesn't want to kill him, just going to go and tap his foot in the wee tail. But as he goes to do so, he sees the manager, the triangled face dude or the square face dude.
One of the top guys.
He's ready to shoot Sang-woo as soon as the
Game is over.
Ji-hun touches the squid tail, so he goes back. And he pleads with him to end the game. Says, why don't we have a majority end the game? They have a wee conversation. You think... See, when I first thought this, and I thought Sang-woo was going to... See, when he was reaching for his hand, I thought Sang-woo was going to attempt to...
Kill him?
Aye.
Yeah, I thought he was going to turn heel once again.
But he doesn't. He actually turns face. He says something like, take care of my mother or some shit like this.
Kills himself,
And
buddy.
grabs the knife and stabs himself, and Ji-hun's absolutely devastated. He's just lost his... And I mean, it's in here. It's like he just realizes here, this guy's actually my childhood friend, and
Sad. And look at this game made us become.
yep.
And
And then he kind of just dies
he walks away.
while Ji-hun is there trying to cradle him, but he's dead. He's pissing down with rain,
He's pissing it with blood.
and he's pretty much made the winner. I don't know why people hated Sang-woo so much. Honestly.
He did what he had to do.
People don't hate him though because he pushed that guy through the glass or because he killed Kang-si. They hate him because of what he did with Ali. But I still think what Ji-hun done was just as bad.
Exactly.
What is the difference?
He literally, he took advantage.
Well, they both took advantage.
Alright, they both took advantage, but I would honestly say what our main guy did was worse. Because that...
Ali's a functioning brain, whereas our main character thought the old guy was fucked.
Aye, and also, like, yes, obviously Kang, or what's his name, Kang Hoon, he obviously, right, he shafts Ali, right, but he technically still had one marble left, you know?
No.
He could have maybe, alright.
It always has.
Point
that
is,
one.
right, I just don't see how you can justify one or the other, probably because, but their logic is, oh, but the old man was the top man all along. Aye, but he didn't know it.
I know.
So
But you think about it, people don't really. I mean, see if they said, well, look what he done to Ali, then he went and pushed that guy, and then he killed Kang Se. I mean, people don't really care about that. The reason they hate him is, oh, he fucking betrayed Ali.
well, fuck Ali, right? Because he fucking chopped his boss's fingers off and hoovered all the money off all the workers. Not just.
I know.
He actually shafted all the workers.
All the people that were working there may have lost their jobs because who knows, the boss may have went out of business. No money, no fingers. Could have been the end of him. So I mean, who knows? Don't know what's happening.
But he saved our main character in red light, green light. Fuck him. He's pish.
So then, yeah, Sang-Hoo murders my mom, and then he dies. So Ji-hun is congratulated. He is
By the front man.
Yeah, he's
In a limo.
Front man comes up. He's in the limo with him. Front man says congratulations. Ji-hun says, how can you do this? He wants to know who the front man is. Front man says, we're no different from you. You gamble on horses on a racetrack. We gamble on you guys. You guys are our horses. I kind of like the front man. I think it's a shame that we never got more unmasked scenes there.
I don't know, but no, it gets me, right? Like, our main character says, how can you do this? But it seems like he's only bothered when it affects his friends in the game. Fuck the other 450 people. You know what I mean? They're all human. And he won, so fuck up.
I just don't think he has much of a leg to stand on once he goes back. It's like, when he's originally there, you know, after the green light, if the majority vote is to keep the game going, then I think he can rightfully complain about being there because you didn't know what you were signing up for.
Yes.
But after the first game, you basically know that this is a slaughterhouse and that, you know what I mean, you are all expendable and these people are betting on your death. I mean, he knew that.
I know.
Yet he decided to go back. So how can he really take the moral high ground? I don't think he can.
Exactly. Maybe because he thinks he won. He thinks he's fucking the top man now.
Well, he kind of is the top man. Anyway, he keeps demanding to know who the front man is. Front man just puts his mask on while our main character's blindfolded. The gas comes on, knocks him out, and then the next minute he is dropped off at the side of the road. Some wee homeless guy comes and checks if he's alright. He spits up.
No, it was a Jesus preacher.
My Jesus preacher. Spits up a card. It turns out to be his new bank card.
Could you imagine? The guy could have fucking took it off him.
I know. He goes to the bank. He doesn't know his PIN. He types in his number and first time lucky. I mean, it's weird that he couldn't get into his mother's bank account, but he could get into this bank account. He didn't even have a clue what the password was. He's got a shitload of money. I think it's like 46 billion yuan, even though it's probably about 2 pence in British money. Like, but he's got a shitload of money. He takes out one note, and he goes and buys himself some beers.
Yep, and then he goes to his house. Mama, are you awake? No, she's dead. And she's been dead a couple of days by the looks of it. And then, obviously, guys, if you remember back in episode 2, he swore on his mother's life that he wouldn't attack Kanzi, but then he did.
Yep, and she's dead. So there you
So
go.
get it right, Rooney. He's a fucking waster.
We also got Mrs. Chu there. Sang-woo's mother. She asks about her son. Ji-hun's just unable to look at her. Just keeps his head into the ground and walks off. So I mean, she hasn't heard anything from the guy. Then he gets back to his mother's deed. Then we get a bit of a time skip.
Yeah, like 6 months or something.
Yep. Nothing has happened.
He's not spent
I
anything.
think it's a year. His bank manager calls him in to talk. He's kind of given up in life, I guess. He's depressed. Mental health's kicking in.
Oh no.
Um,
Time for a wee kidnapping sesh.
the bank manager tells him you've barely touched your fortune.
Would you like to put it in savings account?
And Ji-hun just asks for the minimum amount that you can take out because he wants to go and buy beers and sit at the beach and get drunk.
And then he receives a flower with a wee Squid Game.
Yep, yeah. Flower
Invitation
seller
hang on.
begs him to buy a flower. He buys it. The wee Squid Game cards on it. It tells him to go to some building, the Seoul Sky building.
Oh.
He goes there. He sees a bed, and it's Il Nam.
It is number
Surprise
one.
of the century. What a heel turn this is. So,
Aye, he reeks a pish.
number one, we thought he died in episode 6. Turns out he's not. He's alive.
I wouldn't say alive and kicking though.
No, I
He's
wouldn't. Nah, he's barely
alive and
alive.
pissing. That's-
Jihan's furious.
How could you do it?
Ask questions. There's some drunk guy lying outside. Il Nam says that if he has one more bet with him, he'll reveal all his questions. He'll answer all his questions. They bet whether the guy's going to get help before midnight or whether he'll die. And then number one proceeds to talk about how he had so much money and he was bored. Essentially, that's it. Had money, he was bored, and so he decided to do these games.
Sounds like fun, like.
He questions why Jihan hasn't spent his money. Jihan's kind of furious. The old man says he wasn't lying about everything, that the brain tumour's real and he doesn't have a lot of time left.
Probably about 10 minutes at this stage.
Yep. Then they continued to talk. I mean, it is what it is. And then just before the clock strikes midnight, the
But
drunk man...
Jihan, right, he could have saved this guy out in the street.
I don't know. I say he just looked on.
Like, he already knew. Like, what's the difference if number one explains his actions? He's a bad guy at the end of the day.
Just before the clock strikes midnight, the drunk man gets some help. The police arrive to help him, and then Il Nam number one just dies right there. It's almost like he lost his bet and he gave up and he just passes away. And that's it. That's him out the game. So he dies peacefully in his bed.
Or is he?
Not quite. Who knows? Maybe he's pretending to be.
He died once.
And then
Front man closes his eyes for him.
yeah, the front man arrives. Jihan's already gone by this stage. Front man closes his eyes, and I mean, who knows what's going to happen now? Is the front man going to be the new game master? Who knows?
Maybe his brother will be the new front man.
Oh.
Oh.
Jihan goes to get a haircut. Don't know why. Gets one of the worst fucking haircuts you can get.
Yep.
Goes to the orphanage where he picks up Kang Se's little orphan brother. Takes him to Mrs. Chu. Why would Mrs. Chu want a wee kid? She's already got one waster of a son that's dead. Why does she want some wee kid that's not related? I know I don't get, right? This is a year later. And I thought he was in... Sang-woo was in apparently all this debt and he remortgaged her house and all this and her business.
So how's she alright?
Yeah. I don't get that. Surely she should be sitting at home with nothing. Or not even at home.
Exactly.
So I don't know if it's something I didn't pick up on or if this is like a wee plot hole, but
Probably a plot hole.
she's still there.
Because
in
when
a
you
fish
when you
market.
check his bank account, it's only the money he took out for beer.
Yeah.
It's not like he... know what I mean?
So I don't see.
And I doubt they would wait a year to repossess it. That's the thing that would be done pronto.
Yeah.
Plot hole.
So I don't understand it. Gives her a suitcase and gives her the wee kid, and then he takes off. Mrs. Chu says, "Oh, it's cold outside, wee man. Let's see if we've got any warmer clothes in here." Opens the briefcase,
That's pretty warm.
and it's a shitload of money with a wee note saying, "This is the money that I owe Sang-woo." I mean, he didn't owe Sang-woo shit, but I guess he wants Sang-woo's mother to think. So maybe Mrs. Chu thinks that Sang-woo got in debt helping out
Him?
him. You know.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know where they go for this, but here at least she gets a lot of money. Still hasn't heard from her son.
Tell you what though,
Yeah.
I don't give two shits about her and this wee kid. I don't want to see them in season 2.
No, well,
Think we will?
I'd say she was a better character than the wee kid. Like, I think the wee kid only had like 2
I
scenes.
know, but they're both pissy curs.
Well,
They've got 10 quid to spend.
then Ji Hung
He's walking
walks
at the
out.
airport.
He's decided he's going to go and see his daughter in America. They're already gone by now, so yeah. Hang about it.
The whole reason he actually did this
So
game.
you hang about it though, it's fucking mad. That again, that doesn't make much sense to me. He needed the money so he could provide for his daughter, and he won that money.
I just
But in this, and within that year where he was just sitting at home doing absolutely nothing, they took his daughter to America. So why did
he could have just did that anyway.
Why didn't he step in and go, "Ah, no, wait, you're not going. You have money."
I don't know. 'Cause he's a fucking no kids, no money. Well, he's no kids' money.
See, maybe in Korea, like the father's got the majority say, like, cause I think that's the way they would be. Not like over here where like 99 times out of 100 the mother gets custody. Maybe in Korea, if you're the father and you can provide, they're like, well, you can have custody.
That's it.
But he obviously didn't do nothing. A year later, decides he's going to go to America. He gets off the plane. He gets off the train, and he sees He sees the salesman playing Diaki with another man on the side of the station. That was the game that lured him in to getting called up to the Squid Games. The whole thing we have to flip the other person's card. He runs over to try and get the guy, but the guy is already into the train and he takes off. So he furiously grabs the card from the man that was playing, tells him not to go. Later, Ji-hun is boarding a plane, but he stops and he calls the number on the card. He dials the number, the front man answers.
I am not a horse, I am a human.
He warns Ji-hun not to get involved and board the plane for his own good. Ji-hun's about to board the plane, but then he turns back. Obviously, maybe not wanting to put his daughter in danger, but also wanting to go back and get revenge on the Squid Game people.
But
or
what's
whatever.
he going to be able to do?
Yeah, they're not going to accept them into the game.
And
They
it's
know
not like,
him.
well, what can he do single-handedly? He's going to get drugged again. If he has any sense, he'd hire fucking mercenaries.
Yeah, but he's got the money, like, hasn't he?
Exactly. So I mean, I don't know if that's what his end game is, but
So, I mean, who knows? We end with Ji-hun deciding he's not going to America, but we don't really know what he's deciding to do. He surely can't be going back into the games because I don't think they would allow you back in, especially with the front man knowing the Ji-hun is kind of like, out to get revenge. He's just not going to allow him back into the complex. Or maybe you could argue like they would want him back in so they can get killed.
maybe it'll be like I don't know how many. Maybe it's like the 50th anniversary and they want a winner back in or something.
Yeah.
Who knows?
So, who knows? But that's how it ends, guys. That's how this episode ends.
They mention the front man's brother. Year time skip. Where's he? We don't know. Maybe he's a contestant. Maybe they've patched him up. He's a contestant in this year's games.
Maybe, or maybe he's
Part of it.
maybe he's planning this revenge as well. Him and Ji-hung teaming up for season 2.
Let's make this match a tag team match. Player.
Right, anyway, guys, that's it. That is the end of the last episode. One lucky day. I think it was all right. Well, not the greatest episode, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I'll give
good
it a-
couple of good reveals. I feel like it was a pish final game.
Yeah, I'll give a 7.5.
He dyed his hair. It was pretty stupid, but it sets up season 2 nicely. I'll give it a 7.
After this was over, I wanted to see another episode. Put it that way.
But I guess we'll get another season.
Or will we? I don't know.
Of course, the amount of money this made.
Yeah.
Of course, it's fucking.
Some people are strange, though. Some people are like, oh no, I don't want to jeopard. But the way it's set up, like it's set up for a season 2, like.
It's set up for at least something, at least a movie.
Aye.
All right then, that's us. What? So a 7.25 out of 10 for the finale. I believe I can't remember what the last one. I think it was 41 out of 60, was it? No, but it was 80. So 80. I think it was like.
No, I think you're on about will it get to 50. So I think it was a bit higher than that.
It must have got over 50, guys. But anyway, who gives a fuck? No, I was talking about 2/3. I think we only need it like 4 for it to get over
Right.
66. So it did. You know what? It's around the 67, 8, 9, 70 region. So what would you give? What would you give this show out of 10?
Give it a solid 8, even though
I don't understand.
even though like overall if you add up other 8, but that's not really how you do it. Like, you know what I mean?
I know.
I'd say it's an 8 out of 10. Like.
Yeah, so we'll get an 8 out of 10. I agree with that. I feel like it could do stuff a lot better. You know?
I mean, I think some people make it as if it's the best thing ever, and it's not. But it is good. I did enjoy it.
Exactly, guys. And it doesn't have much of a cast left, you know. Like, how's this show going to work? I don't see how this show goes 5 seasons, because, you know what I mean?
I think a wee bit more diversity. Like, and I'm never one to preach diversity, but I think a wee bit more diversity would have
Oh, why?
helped it. Like, yeah.
And I think there needs to be more bad people in the Squid Games. Like, apart from Snake Tattoo Guy, everyone was kind of pally.
I guess he had his gang, didn't he?
I know, there was like 4 of them. And were they really bad, or were they not just fucking with him?
No, that's true. Like.
You know what I mean? Anyway, though, we'll get an 8 out of 10. What are we reviewing next? The Walking Dead, big man?
Walking Dead, if you want it, you'll get it. One last note, what I would say is, I think they should have just built up more characters. The contestants, I would have liked to have...
Yeah, like, seeing the Stepping Stone game, they killed like 4 of them off screen. We didn't even know who the fuck they were. And by that point, there's no excuse not to have built some up.
Yeah, like, and the guy that is fourth last, the guy who worked as a glassmaker, we didn't even know he existed, really, did we? Up until that scene.
I know.
Therefore, when he gets pushed off, it's like you're not really giving a shit. Again, the tug of war. The two teams, the two games that we see on screen,
Everyone we've seen before.
that die. I don't recall seeing them up until that point.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the first team that went up against the all-men team,
Aye.
and we said, oh, well, the front guy looked no bad, but the rest of his team was pish. I don't recall seeing any of them.
I guess when
Up
there is
to
like
that
456 people, it's hard to build them all, but...
Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like,
They only built up about 20, and if that, 20's probably an
well, maybe if there was more diversity and you had like, oh, there's a white person there, and there's a Brazilian there, oh, and there's an African there, then maybe.
And that's some heightened cause. It's like betting. Would they not like that? Like, would they not like a bit of diversity?
I don't know.
Because, like, no offense, but all your Koreans, I mean, they're all like, if everyone's the same race, especially over there, like, they're all like the same height and shit. It would be cool to see if someone was like 6'8" in these games, like a Brock Lesnar.
How much money would you stuck in him?
Exactly. I'd
I'd have stuck the whole 46 billion woo on him.
Imagine Brock Lesnar jobbing it in the Marvels game though. Wouldn't have bought that. Anyway, though, till next time. 8 out of 10.
Peace.
Yeah.